It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing.
Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, and all those listening in Radio Land. I am CJ, and this is Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. We are broadcasting from Main Street Sautez in beautiful and historic St. Patrick. Good morning to you.
Good morning, CJ. Good morning to the nation.
How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm good.
Good,
Yeah,
good. Go ahead, please.
thank you. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks unto the God of gods, for his mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of lords, for his mercy endureth forever. And this morning, God, we just want to say, as the psalmist declare, give thanks unto you for your goodness, for your mercies, for your love, for your faithfulness towards us, even when we are not merciful to each other, even when we're not loving to each other, even when we're not forgiving. But we can still give you thanks amidst all of these, that you does not treat us as we deserve. We deserve your judgment. We deserve, God, sometimes your mercies. I think of your mercies giving us what we don't really deserve. Your grace extending to us over and over. So our sin abound, your grace did much abound. And God, this morning, even as we come, we are so thankful that you don't deal with us according to our sins, nor reward us according to our iniquity. If you were to do that, no flesh would be able to stand in your sight. And say, all flesh is like grass, Lord. What is our life? It's like a vapor. It appears and then disappears, like a flower that brightly arrayed in the morning, and as soon as the heat passes over it, it withers and it dies. Oh God, so help us to recognize that we are nothing without you. The very breath that we are breathing this morning, we should be able to give you thanks and say, God, thank you for another day that I am alive. I can move and live and have my being, because we can't do anything apart from you. We are nothing. And sometimes we boast our trust and we think whatever we have achieved in life, it is because of our own doing, but it's because of your goodness, Lord, that we're still in the land of the living. So this morning, even as I come, as the psalmist says, search me, O God, know my heart, try me and know my thoughts. If there be any wicked way in me, and cleanse me from all sin and unrighteousness, God. Father, we acknowledge our transgression and our sins are before you. And that's what you want. You said if we confess our sins, you're faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. You say, he that covet his sin shall not prosper, but he that confess it and forsake it would have mercy. And God, we thank you because there's always mercy with you. You always give us a chance. You always give us a fair chance to come just as we are before your throne. And sometimes we feel that we have to be, our life has to be in certain standing and certain position, certain status to come before you. But God, you said we could come just as we are, and let us reason together. You said, Lord, your sins be as red as crimson, it could be made as white as wool. So we can come with that assurance in our heart that you hear and you answer prayer. And God, this morning we want to give you thank you for all that you have done for us so far, how you have kept us through the holiday, Lord. We want to give you thanks for the children that they were able to return to school yesterday, Lord, for your safekeeping. And Lord God, continue to watch over them day by day. Lord, protect them from accident, harm, danger. Oh God, I pray that you'll give them a steady mind to focus on what they have to be doing. And Lord, is to have to learn so that they'll be able to improve their life in the future. Help them also to recognize there's no knowledge without the Holy One. Everything else could be futile and vain if we don't acknowledge you in our life, if we don't recognize where our wisdom come from, our strength and our understanding. And he said, if anyone lack wisdom, ask of you, oh God. I think of those especially who are preparing for the CPA. God, you grant them the success. So last minute, everybody trying to do as much as practice as much as possible, remove the fear. And God, what they would have learned, I pray that you would bring it back to their remembrance so that they be able to apply the knowledge rightly learned. Pray for the teachers as they continue to encourage them, Lord, the parents, that they would be around them to encourage them and don't try to put them down, but help them to know that even some of them might be not up to the level, you still give them that encouragement. You can do it. You can do it. I continue to pray for those who will be doing their CXC, CSC, whatever, all the different changes in the exam, those in the colleges and university, Lord, even as they study, Lord, to apply the knowledge rightfully. We pray that you'll grant them resounding success, oh God, in the endeavors. But God, I just pray that you always help them to be humble and always help them to acknowledge you in all their ways, to recognize that God is the strength of my life, God is my pusher. We pray for the government and those in authority, Lord. We pray that you ask us to pray always for them that they will do well, they will lead well. And I pray this morning a special blessing over them, that they would work together, they would work towards the good of this nation, their fairness, equality, liberty for all of our persons, all our citizens will be treated equally, not because of our status or class, Lord, but God, we just give them the wisdom to lead right and to communicate right to our nation, to be good example, help them to have morals and respect and all the things that is needful that our younger generation could acknowledge from them, Lord. Help them not to fight and devour one another. We pray for the Church of Jesus Christ that we would be a mighty voice in this nation. And God, we would really see the need of mingling more in our society, telling men about the love of God, causing men to be reconciled to each other, God. That is our role. And God, I pray that we live right, we live godly, so that other persons will be able to follow. Father God, to watch over us, everyone as we go to our jobs, our vocations, our work, our businesses, Lord, pass by today and just provide for us. We are in need of your help. God, we cannot look to man for help because vain is the help of men. Help us to put our trust and our confidence. Bless Real FM, continue to use that station, Lord, to be a beacon of light in the north, Lord God, even as He has so many religious programs, so many activities, so many teaching activities, Lord. We pray that, God, you will continue to help persons to listen, and not only to listen, but it is also a business. They would support in whatever way they can financially by having advertisements and other things. Bless Claire today as she delivers in our program. We give you thanks and praise for all you have going to do today and have your divine way in our life. Whatever our hands find to do today, Lord, help us to do it heartily as unto you and to the best of our ability. A good day's work for the good day's pay, Lord. We thank you for all you would have done for us and continue to do. In Jesus' lovely name, I pray. Thanksgiving. Amen and amen.
Thank you so much, and even to you this morning. Hope all is well with you. So, how did you
Yes, it
enjoy
is.
camp, though?
It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
you
was
were tired, I
tiring,
guess. Eh?
challenging, but
Yes.
it was good. Now I get over now. Find this week my body kind of revived, but the week after I came back, I was real tired, had cold, I'm feeling much better this week. Thank God for that. I was saying that this morning.
Listen, the
My
children
body
wore you out,
rejuvenate
didn't
now.
you?
Yes, boy.
You have to,
It was
according to, you
good.
have to drink your vitamin C and D and everything when you went to go on this
Exactly.
thing and them. Yep, well, I
Yes.
know they had fun because I know Bandit 3 had a lot of fun with being at the camp there with you. So thank you for doing that,
Yeah.
giving them an avenue to just be who they are as children when they are off on vacation.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All
Okay.
righty. So later.
Bye. Have a blessed
You
day.
too. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there.
It is Tuesday, the 9th of April. Could you believe how time is flying? Was it just last week? We were the 1st of April. We are already at the 9th. And before you know it, we'll be halfway through the month of April. It is really, really flying. Yesterday we had the eclipse of the sun, and we did not see much of it here, but I've got pictures from North America, and it was like, whoa, it was darkness for about an hour when the sun was going through its amazing journey through whatever it was passing through. I'm like, whoa. But it was really, really, really hot yesterday. Really, really hot. But even the sun was in its darkness going through. It was emitting its rays together with the moon, I think. Yeah, I think so. That it was going through. Both of them were sending out heat like crazy, and we felt it here in this part of the globe, while on the other side, they were going through darkness. And the amazing thing is, you could not look at it with your naked eyes because you could be blinded. So they had all sort of solar sunglasses and all kinds of ways that you can look at it so that you can see what's really going on. And the scientists are now trying to figure out what causes or what can they discover from looking at what the sun is doing. But hey, it was created that way. I don't think they will be able to really figure out what it is that causes it or anything because the cause was already there.
How you move.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
It is 16 minutes after the hour, 7 o'clock, and I think I've got drumsticks online. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Jay, I'm good.
Good, good.
How are you?
I am good, thank you. I am alive and kicking, you know.
Okay, thank God for that.
Yes. All right.
Good morning to the nation. I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 24. The earth is the Lord, and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. For he formed it upon the seas, and established it upon the floods. Who shall ascend into the hills of the Lord, or who shall stand in his holy place? He that had clean hands and a pure heart, who had not lifted up his soul unto vanity, and so deceitful. He shall receive the blessings from the Lord, and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek my face, O Jacob said. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lift up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, even lift them up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is the King of glory? The Lord the host. He is the King of glory. Play. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you very much. What is this thing I'm giving you all that music in the back there now?
My grandchild have she tablet.
Oh, I see. And it's a bit disturbing to you because you kind of break there, but sometimes tell them to quiet it down a little bit because I'm hearing it loud and clear in the back here like everybody else.
Okay. Then.
All right. You take care. Have yourself a great day.
You have a wonderful day.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
How you move when you're moving, which direction you going, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. With what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
It is 20 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock, and we are going to be heading to the Met office to say good morning to Jason Robertson. Good morning to you, Jason, and how are you?
Good morning to you, CJ. I'm good, and good morning to our listeners of Relay FM. Let's take a look at the weather for today, Tuesday, the 9th of April, 2024. At Point Shelling, it is cloudy. The wind is calm. The barometric pressure is 14.5 millibars, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature, 26.9 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity, 80%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.9 degrees Celsius, and the minimum last night, 25.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had no rainfall at the airport. The total for the month remains at a trace. Now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carrick, 1 PT, Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The The weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy. Today's maximum temperature should reach 31.5 degrees Celsius. The wind should be east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. The sea should be slightly moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. The tide is currently falling will be low at 9:30 a.m. and high at 3:30 p.m. Sunset today 6:18, sunrise tomorrow 5:57. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy. From the Morris Bishop International Airport, Jason Robertson reporting.
Thank you, Jason. Jason,
Yes,
did we go through any of the eclipse that we had that was yesterday in Grenada at all?
Well, I did not see any of it. Although I was occupied, but I keep an eye out now and then. I did not see any of it. But the path, basically, it seemed like we were out of the direct path.
Yeah, but it was really, really hot yesterday.
Yeah, really hot, but the temperature didn't reflect that. We had a max about 30.9, but it feels like over 31, like 31.5. It felt more like that.
Yeah. I thank you so very much and have a great day.
Okay, you too.
You too. Bye-bye. Now it is time for me to hit the live and say good morning. And let me start off with Claude Abraham, Alden Harris, Miriam, Marlon Klein, good morning to you, Louisa Holder, Mary Olavachi, and I always say buongiorno, Jerome Lewis, Yvonne John Roberts, Faithlyn Holly Douglas, that's my movie star there, you know. And I know you are happy these days because bro is all over the place with you these days. Errol Bonaparte, good morning, Natalia John, Christine Otley, Teresa Joseph out there in Tio. What is the weather like for you this morning, Teresa, after that little darkness that you had yesterday? Ivor Hollis, Cicely Tyson, Adrian Watts, Wendy and Maguire, Gates Greens, good morning to you, Dolores Redhead, Anastasia Peterson, Shirley Scarrett, Deborah Laborde, Pearl Charles, Carol Belfon. And let me hit my list here and say good morning to Kenro. Good morning to Coffee in the Morning, wherever you are. Miss Matheson out there in Carriacou. Lorna Bain in Tio. Well, I already said, Teresa, you already said good morning, but I have a name down to say good morning to you also. Nurse Francis, good morning. Brooklyn, good morning. Your mom, Norma. Marilyn Franklin, good morning. Scott Booker out there in Birch Grove, good morning to you. Yuama Emery in Mount Rodney, great seeing you. I haven't seen you for many, many years, and there you are. Good morning to you. Keith Sylvan, good morning. The Dead family out there in Toronto. Mona, good morning to you. Bandy and his little tykes, good morning to each and every one of you. I know you listen every morning. You sing along with the team song. Great job. Michelle Thomas, good morning. Junior out there in St. Andrew. Mary in Toronto. Let me say good morning to all the staff and members of Classic Furniture. Mr. Pascal, good morning to you and your crew. Good morning to the Cashew Tree University people. Ian Millett and wifey, good morning. Esther Pascal. Tricia Garnes, good morning. Antonia Rogers, good morning. Susan, Paula, Mama B, good morning. Judy George, good morning. I know you may not be listening because you're on the run. Pat Pear, good morning. William Pear, I think it is, good morning to you. Pat Kip James, good morning to you. Lynette John, good morning to the Glenn family out there in the U.S. somewhere. Hope all is well with you. The Hill Street people, I'm saying good morning to you, but wait till the other one comes in because you say I take away your good mornings, but getting it twice, when you say it twice, it's really nice. Caris, good morning to you. It was great seeing you yesterday. Good morning to the Kelly's family and everyone that is listening to Real FM at the moment. As we go along, the names are going to be coming in. There's a new name here, Nicole Ewing. Good morning to you, my people. Yeah, you are my people. Real FM is everyone's people. So it is Tuesday. It is Mental Health Tuesday, and I'm waiting for my partner in crime. I haven't seen him as yet, and I think he's taking the bus this morning again. Huh? He drives all over the place, but sometimes he has to take the bus, and he gripes and moan about taking the bus. But you know what? You get to people watch when you're on the bus. See what people are doing. You get a little smile when you see the shenanigans of some. But hey, That is life. Sometimes we got to bus it, sometimes we got to walk it. Good morning to you, Johnny. Hope all is well. I hope this thing got sorted out yesterday. If you all don't know, there is something going on with people and their phone. The WhatsApp is being hacked all over the place. So people, if you're seeing any numbers or any messages that is coming to you and you do not know who it is or who it's coming from, do not answer or do not press any code because they are waiting for you to do that. And in the background, they can wipe away all your take your information and this is called identity theft. They can do all kinds of things. So be aware of what's going on. Miss McFarlane, good morning to you. Hope all is well. And let me say good morning to Marilyn Ferguson while I'm at it. Hope all is well with you down there. Yep, so the WhatsApp thing, be very careful. As a matter of fact, be careful with anything at all where your ID and so your identification, whether you walk with your license or any numbers at all that you have in your phone that you think it is important, let me tell you, write it down in a book. We've gone past the days where we think that writing in book is out the window, but this is the only thing that's going to save you right now. If your phone or so get hacked, and you have all your phone numbers written in a book, you can re-enter it into your phone. But when it's wiped out, you have a lot of problems. You may think it's old-fashioned to write, but do it. Because I have my things that I'm written in places that if I lose my phone or if my phone go bonkers, then I can go back and put back numbers instead of having to wonder, well, what is that? Who is that person? And no, write it down. It served us well before, and it will continue to serve us well. So it is 7:28. Mona, your boy is not in as yet. I don't know where he is. He did not call, so that means he's coming in. But I'm saying he's fired this morning. Again, he's fired.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. With what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Now I have more people on live to say good morning to. Ann Leo, good morning to you. I haven't seen you before, so tell me where you are hailing from. Wallen Accord, good morning to you. Chance the Game, that's my good friend out there in Tio. You know, Chance, when I get back, we will have to meet because I don't know what you look like, but I know who you are. So there's a chance for us to hang out a little bit and let me get to know who you are and what make you tick. So that when I say Chance the Game and your family out there in Toronto, I'll know exactly what face I'm putting to the name. There is a gentleman in Washington, D.C. That normally checks in. I haven't seen him as yet. I haven't seen Baby Daddy as yet. So I know they're coming in and they're coming in slowly. Antonito, good morning to you. I haven't said good morning to Primus and Sylvia for a while. Hope all is well. Primus, if everything is okay, give me a quick call and let me know all is well with you and Sylvia there. Haven't seen you for a minute because I know you're planting or so let me know what's going on. So Anley, you are in Atlanta. Okay, ATL. That is Hotlanta. You want to send us some rain? Huh? Let me tell you, I don't know if you ever hear, if you're a Grenadian, you always say they say Grenadian afraid of rain. Eh? So please, we want everybody to go to work this morning and do what they have to do, because once the rain starts, we have all kind of excuses in the world as to why we cannot go play. So hold your rain over there. Wendy and Maguire says, baby daddy is giving all his children breakfast and getting them ready for school. Oh, well, look at that. He is a super dad. Is baby daddy by himself looking after his children, or he has a significant other? If he is doing that by himself, then I say good morning to you again, baby daddy, and you are Mr. Mom. And Mr. Mom doesn't come by saying that, okay, he's a man and he's supposed to. He is doing all the duties that a man and a woman normally do. Send her children to school, get them ready. Baby daddy, kudos to you. And thank you so much, Wendy and Maguire, for letting me know. And guess who just walked in here as dragging himself in? Is Mona. Mona boyfriend, not mine. Because I find him, it is now 7:32. And when I say that's coming late, he's going, me, Claire, and it's not coming late, you know. Wendy, I am not saying that. Baby daddy, is she telling the truth about you? Wendy, I think you're a bad person. Don't do that to baby daddy. Come on. Good morning, Jester. What? You what? You didn't hear nothing. You didn't hear nothing because I didn't put on your mic.
No, the mic came through the earphone.
Well, I didn't put on your volume thing, so that's why you weren't hearing. Because I fire you. Didn't hear when I say I fire you from when you were on the bus?
Alright. And why you let me sit down?
Me let you sit down. I ain't stopping you from sitting down, but I will still fire you. I could still fire you, even though you're sitting there. So how you doing, Jester?
I'm fine, Claire. Let me take the opportunity to say pleasant morning to our listeners and viewers of Real 91.9, 91.5, www.drfmgrenada.com. Yeah.
You
another
master
Tuesday
that, eh? Triple W.
It's another mental health program, man.
Yes.
You know.
And you know, just the program that we're having this morning, it might take a lot of people by surprise, as you know what it really can do to us if we don't do what we're talking about this morning.
Yeah.
But just before we start, somebody, one of the listeners and viewers of Real FM, thought it was fitting to present us with gifts. I think a gift. Well, gift is mine, and I just give it.
You could take all for yourself. If that's what you want.
I'm not that greedy. I ain't greedy, okay? Present us with gift. And this one here is mine. If you see, it says CJ. So that means I did not change anything. It says CJ.
Yeah.
This one here says, let me see if I could see. Jester. So this is yours.
Well, mine is written bigger and you're having difficulty of making it out clear.
I can't see.
That's why I tell you, want to take it for yourself.
Well, okay. I said, gift is mine. They said, if you want to give Jester, I could give him.
Oh my gosh. But
because I'm not a greedy person, I said, you know what? I'll leave it in the bag and everything. I don't know what it is because I did not open them. I said, I'm going to just deliver as it was delivered to me, so I'm going to do it. So here is your gift. You can come up here and open it if you want so that people can see you. Or you can open it at your... No. You got to open it in front of you. Yes, you got to.
I
was given direction to say you got to show what it is. Yes.
The person that gave it what wanted that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I believe you knowing you just had that up your sleeve yourself.
I didn't have no sleeve. I was told, when you see what it is, you will know why. She said, when you see what it is, you will know why you have to show it. And I'm showing mine too. It's not yours alone. What's wrong with you? I does not give all this kind of story and this kind of thing and them, you know. But I'd like to really, when I see what it is, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to show it together, yes? Are we? Are we going to show it together, Jester? Yes, just tell me when you're ready. You ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
Well, look at us. Look at what we got. Jester's name is big there. And look at my big CJ with the Real FM logo. Look, CJ and Jester. Can we get any better than that? And guess what? It is a hot and cold cup.
Yeah.
So I would not tell you who the person is.
Why not? You see, after you make, we have to present the gift in the open. Why not?
She said do not call her name and say who is it. But I would
publicly.
Okay.
But
privately, I'll tell you I'll give you the number so you can call her and say thank you. So,
I'm starting to say thank you from here.
Thank you so very much. It is a wonderful gift because Jester drink tea and things sometimes. You see, look at our Real FM logo, Jester. Real 919. And look at my big CJ.
Yeah.
You see, you don't have no short name, so you get the whole JESTER come down. Nobody cannot steal our mugs,
Claire, I just want to use the opportunity to say quite humbly and how grateful and thankful I am of the person making that gift. It means that we are touching that person in particular, and I guess many others, one way or the other, with what we are doing here. And it's really, really, really nice.
We also have straws.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much to our gifter. We really do appreciate it. And, as you say, Jester, when you do things and you touch people's heart, and if you're doing it genuinely, then people respond genuinely also. So we'd like to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts to you for doing that.
We are so grateful.
Anybody want to send again, we're taking it, we're just going to say thank you if you...
Well, I guess I guess that is just the start.
Oh, I don't know. No, let's not assume anything. I'm just pulling eggs here, But thank you so very much for doing that. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, that come by surprise.
Yeah, but it came by surprise. And when I saw my big CJ on it, I'm like, whoa. I am really, feeling really all kinds of wonderful, all kinds of wonderful.
That was very thoughtful, though, of the person
to
present it in such a way, because they could have just present the cup.
We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning, Craig.
Good morning,
Jester.
Miss Mona, the Caribstone lady, man.
How are you?
I am good. I was up your side on Sunday, but I came in kind of late, so I could not have popped in by you.
Right.
Yeah.
This morning, my heart leaping for you because I hear you fired.
As usual.
Yes.
She could fire somebody she can't do it out. Hold on. Let's stick a pin in that. You saying that I cannot do it without you? I could do it without anybody except me. I cannot do it without me, but I could do it without anybody.
Maybe you're living on an island for yourself.
Of course I'm on an island for myself. That's why they call me CJ. What do you?
Just talk.
Really?
Yeah, you're just speaking the wheat of your mouth.
Well, the wheat of my mouth is not white, so I know I'm speaking good speak.
Oh my God.
Coming out with fear.
Fear? Nah. I am not a fearful person, Mona. Let me tell you, I am afraid of the dark sometimes, and I have to walk in the dark by myself, and I don't know where I'm going. But to say fear people in that kind of way, no. Okay. No one can do anything to me, and the only thing I ask a question, somebody could tell me yes or no, nothing else. So I'm not fearful in that way. I could take on anybody.
Just
you like confusion too much, Miss Mona. Let's go ahead.
Don't sleep too much, you hear, Papa? I want in you. If not, you look at I go have to ring a bell in your ear for you to get up early on a Tuesday morning.
Yes, please.
Before Claire.
Fire him.
Fire you.
Yeah.
Miss Mona, let me tell you. You said that he came up by you your way on Saturday.
On Sunday.
On Sunday. I asked him, I called him and I asked him something and he said he's in Montreat. I said, did you go see Mons? He told me no, he come up late. So don't think that I did not put it out there that he should go and look for you. He's not telling you that. Or you make an excuse for him when you're ready.
I don't agree this fight.
What are you trying to imply?
I am implying that you were in Montreat and you didn't go see Mona, your Caribstone lady.
I have to go there because of you.
No, you're not because of me.
Oh, well, to me, that's what you're trying to insinuate.
No, not insinuating. I just asked you if you went there when you went there on Sunday. That's all.
Tell her you how your past long.
I'm a green card a lot of years ago. That's what she don't know.
Well, I ain't want no green card. I ain't want no yellow card, no red card, nothing.
Tell her Chris there,
Oh gosh, yeah, that's what you don't know, man.
I don't really want to know. I'm just saying that I asked him if he went to check you out when he went up there on Sunday. And if
when he ready.
Well, let me tell you something. If I ask in your favor if he came to see you and he didn't, then that's fine because I would never ask again.
You go do it?
No, I'm doing it.
You must.
You don't know who I am.
You must.
I must. Okay.
Yeah, that
if
is
you say so.
Mona, you know.
And I am Claire.
I know that.
Crystal Claire.
Mona John, you know.
And I'm Claire Joseph.
And Mona David, you know.
I'm Claire Joseph Francois.
All right.
Miss Mona, have a lovely morning, my dear.
Yes,
how was the weather yesterday with you?
Mona, it was hotter than July.
Hotter than hot could be. You know your song, I feeling hot.
Yes, by the mighty arrow.
Oh my God.
It was hot.
I took get up yesterday, Claire, and go in the fridge and pull a cup of ice.
Mm-hmm.
And I grooms in it. Groom. groom. What?
Yeah, it was hot. It was a hot one yesterday. Even my watch told me yesterday it was extremely hot yesterday. And you can feel it as soon as, the sun was just there waiting for you to just step out and you just start to sweat like crazy.
What?
And I don't like to sweat, eh?
I'm feeling the heat in my head, you know.
Mm-hmm. If I'm not exercising, I do not like to sweat. But
you can do, yesterday when you,
yeah, you had to.
What say they don't take a sweat,
mm-hmm.
they tell a lie.
Yes, I know.
So you have a nice day.
Thank you. And listen to what we have to say this morning because
what
it
are
may
you
have been.
To say about me?
No, not about you. You're not that important. What's wrong with you?
What do you? Okay, Claire, have a blessed man.
Thank you.
Are you important?
Yes, you are. I said not that.
Not that.
No.
I am important.
Well, you see now, you know. Hold on a second.
You.
Hold on now. Listen to me. Mm-hmm. You know that you are important. And regardless of what I say, that wouldn't change. So don't let it make a big deal out of me, whether I have to be stupidness. Tell me, please.
I may not important for you.
You're important to me, that's why I'm talking to you.
I'm important in the sight of the great Jesus.
And there's nobody else that you should be with.
Thank you, Jesus, and nobody else. Claire and Gestal, you have a nice
Miss Mona, have a lovely day. I know you're very, very important to me.
You know
have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Don't worry with her.
I know.
I'm important to a lot of
people. It's like, let me see, Magdalene, Margaret, Maureen, Mommy J. Look. And
you get people then.
And after all is Shoma.
Wait. And I have a notebook where I don't everybody name. If I pass away now, just come in here and take the notebook and call out everybody.
Where you have it?
I have it on a barrel.
What color barrel?
A blue.
Okay. In where it is?
In the room.
Okay. So I want all that information. So when I just walk in, I just pick up notebook and I start to read.
Yes.
Thank you, baby.
And the numbers is there.
Okay.
And so you could call them and tell them Mona passed
Mona, what they call it? Sakitan Palelot, Mona, Ale, she kute?
Mama movie, but I don't finish yet.
Oh gosh.
Have a nice day.
Yes. 6 months. All right, later.
So Claire, usually before we start, man.
Hold on, let me say a special good morning to my good friend Nicholas Snag. He's no longer behind the keyboard thing, and he's free and to listen to us anytime. So good morning to you, Nicholas, and hope all is well.
Yeah, I must say congratulations to that.
I know. You have some ways to go.
Crossing that phase. Yeah.
You have some ways to go before you make it there?
Yeah.
You may not make it.
That doesn't depend on you for sure. That's a good thing. Because if it was, then I would not have made it.
Go ahead.
What's the weekend, man? What's
the weekend? Oh, we just had a weekend.
Yeah, the weekend gone.
My weekends are like in veg moment, eh?
Meaning?
I just chill on the weekend. I take my time. I do whatever it is that I want to do. I don't places and so on. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I went to meeting on Sunday, and I came back and I cooked and I did my gardening a bit. I do things that made me feel really good about myself and what I do. But you say they had all kinds of shows and so, I don't like roads, so I wouldn't go. Yeah. So I'll get the activities from you.
The show, there are a number of renowned international artists, basically from Jamaica. And had a lot of people, but in the understanding from many people, the show was boring to them.
I heard boring. That was the word of the day.
And it may not be because of what
not the artist and the performances.
Exactly, but that long break in between changing of artists is just frustrating, and we just got to do better than that.
Can I say something to you on that?
Yeah.
You listen to me all the time, right?
Yeah.
When you and I talk all the
Yeah,
time, and what do
yeah.
I always say to you?
When it comes to time, yeah, you don't make a joke with that.
I don't make a
know
joke with
that.
time. And you know what? It is coming back to haunt us now.
Yeah.
Because you everybody, oh, it's Caribbean time and it's Grenada time. And I keep saying Grenada has no time and Caribbean has no time. It's all Greenwich Main time. We follow the time. And if we continue to do this, Jester, we're not going to make progress in anything at all. Because if you're going to tell me that you're going to bring in all these artists and you give that long break because you do not care about the time that I took to get there, that shows that you have a lot of disrespect for the thing. And that's why I always say, good morning to Dexter Mitchell.
Yeah.
Always give Dexter kudos for that Calypso at 50. You see how tight that was?
Yeah.
When we had intermission, we knew that we had intermission. The allotted time that they gave for intermission was, if you say 40 minutes or 35 minutes, after that, the show just started bang again. The artists that came on stage at Calypso at 50 was like one after the other. Just
But
perfect.
people might say, well, it was one band that was backing up all the artists, so that's the advantage. When it was Dexter's show.
It doesn't matter.
Unlike what went on Saturday. However, I don't think that the interchanging of
band members
have to take so long, because you already have the central song system there. So you don't have to change the whole drums or the traps. You don't have to change that. You don't have to change amplifiers. You don't have to change monitors. So basically, you might have an ex-guitarist coming. So it's all about unplugging your guitar.
And tune it up for 5 minutes.
I still can't understand why you have to be all kind of 45 minutes break in between. It's just crazy.
It is the
got
problem
to do better
that
than
we
that.
We're not going to
just have to do better than that.
You suggest they wouldn't do better because people like you go to the shows, you pay $120 and go to the show. You see, if it's the changes has to start taking place.
That's
hold on.
man.
I don't care what it is. It has to take this changes has to start taking place with us. Because if you know to yourself that I don't joke for my time, and I always say that to you, regardless of where I go with you, I go to a meeting somewhere, and people dilly-dally coming, and so I'm watching them, and I say, listen, don't take my time for granted. I could do something else while I'm sitting here waiting for you to just troll in and tell me, oh, it's Grenada time. Because my thing is,
it's just crazy. It's really crazy.
If you go to North America or Europe or wherever, and you have to get to work by 8 o'clock, Jester, and you don't get to work by 8 o'clock for 3 days, tell yourself, bye-bye, see you later. And the people that are doing that here now, that are not going to anywhere on time, when they travel and they go overseas, they're chasing the bus and they're chasing the train to get where they're going on time. Time is important. Time can make and break a country and people.
Because listen, the show was advertised for starting at 9 p.m. sharp.
Right.
They didn't start 9 p.m. sharp, but maybe about 10 past, quarter past, the national anthem sounded. So, not too far off from the time. However, after the national anthem went, the show started at least an hour after that. This is just crazy.
You all accepted
This is just no.
You see, people have to start thinking differently. Because everybody talk about they want things change and they want change and they want change. Changes has to start with somebody, with one person, and move it along. Because if you keep accepting, like if somebody always seen me and they're telling me, oh, Claire, you're this and Claire that and I ain't making any changes for myself, they'll continue telling me that, you know.
And before we get into topic, Claire, there's an interesting development that happening within the Holy Church family.
I heard that yesterday.
Father Gerard Paul have been suspended.
He was derobed.
And I wouldn't say much until because I like to do my groundwork, unlike other people will just
let's not talk about it.
No, I'm just saying what happened, but it's unfortunate because for the people of Riverside, and I believe there's a lot of the worshippers that are firmly behind Father Gerard Paul. In fact, I believe if he's not there, that they will just boycott church. That's just from their reaction. That's what I'm saying, and it's just so unfortunate. But other than that, I'll just leave it that for now because I have to do very groundwork in getting information from both sides of the coin. I won't just come blah, 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 like some others will do. I don't operate that way.
So let's say, now, I don't know if you had the disco lights last night in River Sally, did you?
Disco lights?
Mm-hmm. Grand Neck had disco light last night.
Oh, yeah, one flipping.
What?
That really affected it.
Oh, and I'm speaking on behalf of one lady that called me last night, and she says my washing machine, she was doing laundry. And you know with those motherboards, when this thing does that, it shorts your thing, eh?
Yeah. Sometimes it mess it up.
It mess it up badly.
And it hard to clean from them.
My God. Yes, it is. And I don't know what the problem was, but I stood up in my kitchen and I go, see the flick, he come back, flick. I'm like, what is this? And then it went back, it went out, it came back, and that damages a lot of people appliances.
Yeah, so as an electrician, so let me advise the people out there, whenever they realize that is happening, they need to, especially the appliances, they need to unplug it.
But just the time, how it happened there, who could unplug anything? The thing was like in succession, fast, flick like that.
Yeah.
And if your machine is on, I mean, I don't look at TV, so chances are my TV won't burn. But people that were looking at the TV and it comes back with a lot of voltage, come back with a lot
That's
of
what
power.
happened because of the
shot the
surge
people's
in the fall.
Yes.
Yeah,
so she's not quite sure if a machine is going to be working again because of what happened last night.
And the difficult thing when that happens, Green give you all kind of headache sometimes before you. Man, let me just leave that way.
Yeah, just leave it alone. But I just wanted to bring it out there that it happened last night. I call it the disco light because it was, flicking back and forth. And some people are in dire straits this morning because the appliances might have been affected by that. Because I got a call last night and I said, yes, mine went on, but the TV was off. I don't have a fridge. I'm walking out from my ice boxes. I went back to basic, Jester.
Yeah.
Ice box. Because my fridge, I fire the fridge.
Yeah.
And I don't fire the fridge too. So I'm on limited coolness now, so, but that's it. So yes, anybody, like Jester says, as an electrician, if things are happening, if you see power goes and you're washing, so just unplug your machine or whatever it is, appliance that you have, because unless you have how you call that thing, the power bar that, the power
surge
protector, unless you have that, don't leave your things
or
on.
There is an appliance again that is connected before you run through the system, which you call a regulator. So unless you have something like that.
But I know things happen like that. But this is spending a lot of money to protect what you have when you're already paying all that money for your bill. That is double whammy.
Yeah.
Baby Daddy, good morning. I don't know if you know, let me see, what's her name? Can't remember. Wendy Ann Maguire said a lot of things about you this morning that was so funny, but Baby Daddy, I didn't see him on. About Baby Daddy, I didn't see him on, so she said Baby Daddy is giving all his children breakfast and getting them ready to go to school.
That's her name, Baby Daddy.
Well, when you're Baby Daddy, or they call you Baby Mama, that means you're a machine, you have it.
Baby Daddy.
So Baby Daddy, I'm just saying it's not me. It is Kathy and Wendy and that says these things about you. But good morning. Good to have you on. Lorna Bain, good morning. Justin, Lorna is saying good morning.
Good morning to you, Lorna.
Stephen Francis is saying good morning to you, Guy and Gal. Kathleen Ledlow, good morning. So this morning, we're talking about staying indoors. I am a person that like to stay indoors, but I get out. But it says, what happened to your body when you stay indoors? And people that are listening in Grenada at the moment in the Caribbean, they might be saying, well, what is she talking about? Because we're outside all the time. But we are not the only ones that listen. We have people like Baby Daddy in North America. We have people like Mary in Toronto. We have Lorna in Toronto, Teresa, Sky, and a lot of people that listens to us here. Maria King, good morning, is in North America, where we have cold weather galore. We have colder temperatures than we have warm ones. So we can have winter for 6 months of the year, and summer might be just June, July. August, we barely making it to the heat. The Daphne and Teresa and all these people would understand what I'm saying. So it says, when you stop going outside, this is what happens to your body. What do you think happened to your body, Jester, when you don't go outside?
Well, when you don't go outside, you start lacking in vitamin D for sure, because regardless of even if you can take supplements for vitamin D, but I think the sunlight is
It's
the
key,
best form
yes,
of vitamin D. And I knew of a lady, she died now, and she had confined herself to inside, Claire. And you know what ended up happening to her? At one, she started walking home back, like, you know, to bend over, and
osteoporosis
because
has stepped in.
she was good enough, walking fluently and everything, but she just decided to just confine herself to
So we'll talk
within
about
water.
that.
So
You
it's
see, I have a little complexion, right? A little. In winter, if you just go to work and go home and you stay inside for most of the time, there was a time I became yellow. Let me put it that way. When I took a picture with my son and I look at my son, I'm like, oh my goodness. Because although I take my vitamin Ds because I know to myself that I'm not getting enough sunshine, but it changes your complexion totally. And even here, Jester, while I talk about the lady, if you stay inside too long here, you start losing your complexion. You start, your nice darkness and your nice thing is going away.
Because of the air condition.
Well, not that.
That does help too.
Well, with your complexion? Maybe. But you start losing your nice chocolate or mocha or cappuccino skin, and you start getting pale, yellowy kind of color. And it is not good because you're lacking so much. So it says, have you ever wondered what happens to your body when you stop going outside? After all, with live streaming workouts you can do at home, the wealth of movies and TV shows available on Netflix and Hulu for your viewing pleasure, grocery and restaurant delivery services, and the ability to video chat with friends and family across the globe, spending time outside doesn't always seem necessary. And that is quite true. We have so many things to keep us indoors these days that we forget about what outside look like. It says, however, according to health experts, failing to go outside will only hurt your health in the long run, as doing so deprives your body of vitamin D, an essential vitamin produced by the cholesterol within your skin when your body is exposed to sunlight. And while there are certainly vitamin D rich foods and supplements you can take, going outdoors does more than simply improve your physical health. It's been proven to have positive effects on your mental health as well. According to Dr. Jason Strauss from Cambridge Health Alliance, having something pleasant to focus on like trees and greenery help distract your mind from negative thinking so your thoughts become less filled with worry. And I know for a fact that when I'm out there walking and you're at one with nature, nothing beats that, Jester. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
It feels so good to be outside. I'm the type of person that is outgoing. It's very difficult for me to stay inside. So I wonder how someone all of a sudden would just maybe make a decision and just decide, wow, let me spend the rest of my life just indoors.
It's a mental thing, eh? It is a mental thing. Yes.
I am convinced.
We'll get to it. It is a mental thing. Because sometimes things frighten you. Something happened to you. Let's say sometime you got raped, or somebody threatens to kill you or something like that, and you think your safest mode is to stay indoors. Mentally, it's what you're telling yourself. If I go outside, this person is going to get me. Or if I go outside, somebody else is going to rape me or something like that. So it's a mental thing that causes you to say, I'm safer locked behind that door.
That is why, Claire, as you make that point, I think it will be very much relevant with the point I'm making now, especially those that think they're bad boys and they're in gangs. And I wonder how they feel that they cannot go to certain territories, because with what they display, they are threatened in coming out from one area to the next. And it amazes me if someone have to live their life like that, because like me, I have absolutely no fear. I could go in any part of Grenada, regardless to what this thing might be in the bad areas, whether it's Woban, where I do not have that fear because I'm not involved in that sort of thing.
The thing is,
so it's not a good practice to be involving in gangs and
but
foolish,
sometimes you're in the
really.
wrong place at the wrong time,
Yeah.
and you get hurt. But
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. So it says, when you stop going outside, you may notice a major mood shift. While many people find comfort and joy in having a cozy, relaxed weekend indoors, staying holed up inside for too long can actually have a negative effect on your mood. Research conducted by Baker Research Institute in Melbourne, Australia found that not spending enough time in the sunlight directly impacts your body level of serotonin, a feel-good chemical and neurotransmitter believed to be a natural mood stabilizer. According to WebMD, the study shows that the brain produces more of the happiness hormones on sunny days than on gloomy days. So by that logic, your brain produces more serotonin when you're outside in the sunlight than it does when you're inside basking in the light of your TV.
Well, I think that is obvious. I mean,
Well, it's
very
obvious.
much obvious.
You know, a
Very
lot
so.
of the things that we talk
Yeah.
about here, it's obvious to you and I because we know differently.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people out there that really and truly do not know that these things, staying inside, can really affect you. And we talk about lack of sleep a couple of weeks ago, and it says that the blue lights and the green lights and everything that is around us when we sleep with the TV on or we sleep when we in our phones, this can hamper our health so badly that if we do not make the change now, we'll be going down our health road real fast.
Look at that, they show that the brain produces more of the happiness hormone.
Yeah, happy hormones. And you know, you never hear me say that when you come out and exercise and you release your happy endorphins, that means you just, okay, tell me what you do with your brain functioning in it. Everything
Well, your
that you
brain
do,
of course.
right?
Yeah.
You're wired that if your brain tell you you're hungry, then you know you're hungry, you know, because this is the machine in our body, the brain. And if the brain is telling you that, okay, you are happy, like me, I know you are a sad old man, a grumpy old man.
That's what you believe, girlfriend. If that's your belief, fine.
You're a grumpy old man.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm always happy because my brain is always telling me, Claire, you're a happy person and stay that way. And there's nothing that's going to change that. You understand? So your brain is telling you these things and it releases your happy hormones. When we lose someone or something happened to us that saddens us, our brain is what telling us too, you know. That, you know, that's where the compassion comes from, the sympathy and the empathy. That's what brings out what we feel. There, inside there. So don't take it for granted.
I thought it was just a state of mind. And I didn't know, like, happiness hormone. Really?
Yes. Yeah. Happiness hormones.
Wow.
So you think there are a lot of people that are going wrong and we say they're grumpy and it is. Because they're not functioning normally for them to go through all of this, if you understand what I'm saying. Because we have different moods sometimes it says mood shift, eh?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a bad mood, the wind blow hard and you're telling off anybody that you see. Sometimes you're in a good mood and you're happy and everybody that you see say good morning, how are you, and all these kind of things. So mood shift, brain power. And that's why they're always saying to feed your brain. Feed it with the good things. Feed it in things like people that drink alcohol and they take drugs and all this kind of thing. Where does it affect just
the brain?
So you got it. This is why it affects more than anything else. It makes you, as DMX said, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in where? Up in here. In there.
The brain is like the junction box.
It is not like it is. It is the black box of our body. Let's put it that way. It is the black box of our body. So it says, as explained by a University of Cambridge study, low levels of serotonin weaken communication between certain parts of the brain, often resulting in feelings of aggressiveness. So next time you feel the impulse to snap at your significant other for leaving a dirty dish in the sink, maybe take a walk.
Walk outside.
Take a walk outside.
What did they say? Going outside.
Outside.
You see what I'm
That is
saying?
the key. Outside.
Yeah.
Take a walk. Don't even leave the living room and go in the dining room. Outside. Go and get yourself at one with nature and things will change. Good morning to you, Antonia Francois. Hope all is well. Jester, she says good morning. If you will live on the live and you will see all the people that are saying good morning to you. Did you say good morning?
Good morning to Antonia Francois.
Did you say good morning to the Hill Street people? Oh, you see? You see, Celia?
Good morning to the Robinson family, man. Myself and Celia had a nice little talk.
Last week?
Last week, yeah. I tell
But
you,
she has
this
to
lady
bring you her birth
something else,
certificate for you to have respect for her.
And you know she told me that, right?
Well, yes, I was there when she told you. I said, yes, tell him.
But we had a nice little discussion, and sometimes our philosophy, I fall for it, honestly. Sometimes these are the kind of stands you got to take, man. Right?
Well, of course, but and then
sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the time. Rigid, Celia, rigid.
Not all the time. She knows not all the time I am with her on certain issues. On the stand she wants to take.
Whatever. So let's here's another one, just that if you're having trouble waking up in the mornings, it could be because you've stopped going outside. I thought that one was very, very powerful. If you have trouble waking up in the morning, that means you could be because you stopped going outside. And it says, if you're a late night social media scroller, we have bad news. According to Harvard University researchers, the blue light emitted by our computer and phone screens, especially at night, suppresses melatonin, the brain's sleep hormone, majorly throwing off your body's circadian rhythm, that is the physical and mental behavioral changes our organism experiences over a 24 hours. So that is your circadian rhythm. That gets thrown off when you do that.
Yeah.
It says, however, according to Kenneth Wright, and I did all the research to get all the people so that you can say that it's not me that's saying that. According to Kenneth Wright, a sleep cycle expert and a professor of integrative physiology, exposure to natural morning light can help get your circadian rhythm back on track. As reported by NPR, Wright came to this conclusion by studying two groups of people for a week. And here are the two groups of people. One group camped outdoors with limited access to any kind of technology, while the other group stayed indoors with no technological restrictions. That means they had anything to do, play with. Wright research found that melatonin levels in the campers rose before bedtime and fell upon waking, while melatonin levels in the non-campers didn't fall until a couple of hours after they gotten out of bed. As Wright said, NPR, which is neuropeptide receptor, and that regulates avoidance of stress-induced sleep, by spending too much time glued to our phones and not enough time in the great outdoors, our brains say we should be sleeping several hours after we wake up. I thought that was profound.
That is very powerful.
Yes, because it is saying that if you keep looking at your devices, morning, noon, night, especially at night when you're supposed to be sleeping, and that blue light, that's going to make us crazy. Keep emitting that light when you're there. It can keep you awake for a long time, and we know that happens. And even when you wake up in the morning, your brain is telling you that you still need to sleep because you did not get enough.
Yeah, so you still find yourself sleeping even if your eyes are open.
Your eyes wide shut, I call it.
That's what you're saying there in short.
Yes.
Yeah.
Veronica Edwards, good morning to you. The phone number is 4420175.
I would like to take the opportunity to say a very special good morning to the Glean family out there in New York.
I did say that
now.
too.
Yeah, they're from Mali, St. Patrick, but they're out in New York.
Oh, you know who is here? Aito is here. Good morning. I know he does listen.
Aito?
And I think, what is the name? Cock
Yeah,
is here also.
Yeah,
good morning to you guys.
Yeah.
And what's his name? This tall one up in Mali. Reynolds. His sister name is Marcia. He had a sister named Marcia and one named Geraldine. They call him a name. I don't know. I can't remember people's nickname because
Renrick.
Renrick. Okay.
Yeah,
so I said
that's fishy.
well, that's
Yeah.
You know the name. I don't call people nickname, because I always believe in calling people their proper names.
Okay, when you say fishy there, I just one because it come from the Fisher, Richard, forget his surname, but he died. That Chuckman that died, unfortunately.
Oh, I heard there was an accident.
Yeah, I just want to take the opportunity to express my profound sympathies to the family because I knew Richard very well because He used to play for Queen's Park Rangers.
Oh, yeah,
and I used to be playing for Eagles. So
I had the cement
we
truck
battle
turn over on him or
against each
something.
other. And not that, I think at one time he was a driver at the Ministry of Education attached to the maintenance department. So I knew him, you know, and hearing that news, I heard it. But when I saw the picture, I was like, oh.
It hit you hard, eh?
Yeah, really.
That's the brain letting out sadness, see?
I too know him well too.
Yes. We have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear, and how are you?
I
and
am good, thank
the
you.
other gentlemen?
I'm good, thank you.
Everything
Good morning.
is okay, thank God.
Yes.
For listening to you all this morning again. But what I call more so far, it has a lady. Let me explain. She is a shut-in. She cannot move around good. Only in her house she could use a walker to move around and try to do something, and she lives by herself alone. Well, now and then I just go and visit her. But she lives on Richmond Hill in St. George's. And she said one morning she was searching for a station, and she finger just pressed that unusual station she get. And that is the station she always listen. And she don't know anyone in person that was on the station, but she just love everyone. So I asking you all, when put down her name, and when all you saying good morning, because you know when we by ourselves, we kind of lonely, and we hear somebody tell us good morning, we just lift our spirit.
Yes.
So her name is Cynthia Buckmeyer from Richmond Hill, St. George's. So I would like you all to write down her name. So anytime all you say no good morning to other people, say her name to be mentioned, because she does say, oh God, I would like for you to tell me good morning.
Well, let me make a day happen right now. Good morning, Miss Cynthia Buckmeyer, and we are all the people and family at Real FM is saying hello to you and hope that you're having a great day.
Okay, good. So don't forget.
No, I have it done. I already wrote it down.
All right, my dear.
Thank you so very much.
Very
And what's your name?
My name is Elsa
Corian.
From Hope St. Andrews.
Elsa. So I'm writing your name down too.
Okay.
Elsa Corian.
Okay, thanks very much.
Okay.
And how about, because I'm an elderly, I'm 84 going on 85.
Well, girl, as long as you're 16 going on 17, just take that.
Thank God. And so I'm still moving around.
And keep moving along.
For myself.
Yes.
And I'm in my right senses.
Well, let me tell you something. The moment you stop is the moment death is going to take you. If you're an active person, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
It helps you a whole lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So have a blessed day. God bless you.
Thank you so very much.
And I also have my first daughter passed away, so on my way now to go down to the funeral agency in St. George's.
Our sympathy to you and your family.
Thank you, my dear.
All right.
God bless.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes, Claire. So it's important again that we would understand for people who are like confined to wheelchairs and things, but if they can make it out to the veranda, it will be nice, you know.
Just
get
to take
some
a bit of
fresh
sunshine.
breeze. A bit of sunshine.
Yes.
Yeah. That will make a whole lot of difference.
Yeah, and even you have neighbors that, you know, you can just ask them to just come and give you a little, you know, just come talk to you, or just push you in the veranda, or leave your front door wide open, let you get a bit of sun. It's going to help, because vitamin D is so important to us. And you will, as we go along, you will hear why we should take some of the sunshine. And you know, just it's amazing that a lot of us live right here in Grenada and we still lack vitamin D. Because there's a special way to take it in, you know, if you want it really fast.
Yeah.
Look up at La Sun.
Sun.
The Sol. El Sol. Look up there, and you can get it faster than anything else. If you have a problem getting it through your skin and everything like that. Yeah, and you know, this may sound weird, but there are a lot of us that walks around with umbrellas because we don't want the sun to burn us. You are doing a disadvantage to yourself. Because when you get the heat is when you really get your vitamin D generating through that cell of yours. Take it in. I'm not telling you to go and lie down in the sun. You see, in Australia, they did the research in Australia, because a lot of people in Australia have skin cancer. Because they just lie in the sun. They take in too much of the vitamin D. Australia has the highest rate of skin cancer in the world.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
because they love the sun and they are out there. But it is good for us. But as it says, everything is in moderation. So let's continue. So it says that, if we, as it says, our brain says we should be sleeping several hours after we wake up. So we are walking like zombies. Let me say good morning to Ann Andrews. That's another lady that is always on the live, regardless of what and where. She's here every Tuesday. I don't know the other days, but I think she's on Monday also. Veronica Edwards, good morning to you. So, Jester, it says the pesky aches and pains happen when you stop going outside. It happens even when you're outside. So think about when you're not going outside. Aches and pains are essentially inescapable. Even the healthiest of person experience the occasional leg cramp, stiff neck, and headache. However, and that is the big word, however, according to experts, when you don't go outside, you don't get enough vitamin D, subsequently making yourself even more vulnerable to these pesky pains. According to MD researcher, conducted a study in 2003, study of 150 patients complaining of chronic pain, only to find that 93% of the patients had extremely low vitamin D levels. And as noted by Cleveland Clinic, not getting enough sun can have lasting harmful effects on children. Children too, eh? A major lack of vitamin D is known to cause rickets. We know when we're in school, we heard they dealt with rickets, which is characterized in children as severe muscle weakness, bone pain, and joint deformities. So, parents, you have your children. Do not just let them sit inside there on their devices playing the video games and so. Sometimes you got to lock it down, take it away from them and send them outside. Whether they want to go or not, pell them outside. The sunshine is good for them, for their own health, and later on for your pocketbook. Because when they start suffering with things like rickets and beriberi and scurvy and all these things, you have to take them to doctors and you have to get them medication. You have to buy it. It's not free, to help to bring them back to good health. Send them outside.
Whereas it costs nothing. It's there in the open environment.
Is wide open with sunshine. Send them outside. Don't babysit them. Don't let the device babysit them because you're busy doing something else. They can go outside with it too, If they're that deep into it, they can go and sit down on a thing. But then again, they're going to look for the shade to go sit and to get them outdoors, because rickets and so is not something good. Your deformity of your joints. So you might come like somebody that is suffering from polio, so you started walking that way. And it doesn't have to be, because there is a multitude of volume of sunshine out there that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, you have to be able to divide the time for the children. There's a time for everything. You don't expect them to stay the whole night on the gadgets. No. As parents,
there are a lot of parents that let that happen.
Yeah, but it's bad if it
is
happens.
terrible. Yeah. Yes. And when you see a child, sometimes you see the child looking all weaky and you wonder what the parents having them or something. It's because lack of vitamin D. The low level of vitamin D in your body causes you to start looking like that.
Yeah, and the thing about it, Claire, when the children become so addictive to these gadgets and things, they don't even eat properly.
No.
They don't get the right kind of.
Listen, they sit in front of it. They're eating and they're looking at the device at the same time. That is a no-no. Anytime you are about to eat, whether it's dinner, lunch, breakfast, remove all gadgets from in front of you.
Yeah.
It is bad for your digestion. You get indigestion. You eat, you're chewing and you're swallowing, but you're not really enjoying your food, and your saliva glands is not doing, because you're just cutting and swallow because you want to continue watching what it is. Remove yourself from it.
It's the parents that is responsible for guiding the children along that line.
Of course.
I realized my son wanted to do that and I cut him out from it.
Yes,
yeah.
cut it.
Yeah, cut it.
Their families just that on days they don't get to have dinner every evening because of the time difference in how people work. But when it comes to weekend and they're having dinner at the table, no gadgets, none. if somebody wants you, they will wait and you will get a message afterward. Unless it's an emergency, the police is going to come to your door.
Yeah.
You understand? If it's an emergency and they really need to get you, that's what the police is there for. They come, knock on your door. We have an emergency. We need you here. Gadget-free dinner and so, because that's the only time you will get to really talk to your children, talk about things that is affecting the family.
But Claire, guess
good
what?
Or bad.
In some instances, the parent are equally guilty and set the trend. That's what ends up happening.
That's why families are saying, yes, that's a family saying no gadget, it's gadget-free, gadget-free dinner, gadget-free breakfast. This is about the only day that they have that they can spend time with their children and with their family, so free of gadget. When you're, have you ever seen, you go to, you have family together and everybody on the gadget and the family is right in front there sitting there with you?
Claire,
how could that be? What is this?
What is amazing, calls are made from right inside the house there, just next door in one room.
Can you bring me a glass of water? Can you bring me a beer?
This is amazing, man.
Oh, no. I watch it and I'm not answering.
Yeah.
Not answering, I don't try it. My daughter used to do that to me, you know.
Yeah.
She used to stay inside the room where she's and call me. You up? I ain't answering. If I ain't answering, that means I'm not up. Now when I got up and I said, you called? Well, I wanted to ask you this. I said, well, I'm here, ask me now. I said, don't call me and ask me if I'm up. I'm not up. That I'm not answering.
I tell you, technology, it has its good, but
it has more bad than good.
Again,
it has more bad than good,
it makes me wonder, you know, what it has led to.
Listen, and another thing it's leading to is when you stop going outside, be prepared to have tummy trouble, like your gut. It says vitamin D plays a part in having a healthy, functioning gut. So if you stop going outside, you may experience some stomach issues. According to Dr. Katona, a medical microbiologist and immunologist, vitamin D has been found to increase and diversify the gut microbes, which work to promote gut health and reduce inflammation throughout the entire body. However, as Katona explained in the Washington Post, low levels of vitamin D caused by limited exposure to sunlight have been associated with development of inflammatory bowel disease, not to be confused with irritable bowel syndrome. As the immunologists explain, researchers discovered that people in Japan suffer from inflammatory bowel disease showed more symptoms during winter months, presumably when they are not spending as much time outdoors than that they do any other part of the year. So it affects our stomach also, Jester.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
What is the thing?
The thing is, yes. If you realize based on what's been said, they are affected much more
in the winter.
In the
winter months, yes, when it's cold outside than in the summer. Because you see, once you're outdoor and you're getting your level of vitamin D, it helps keep you healthier than in the cold. You hear me say, if you have a little complexion and you stay inside in the cold, you're getting white as Casper. You're becoming a ghost because you're not getting enough sunshine. And that's why they invented certain light gesture that you can have in your office or in your home that can emit vitamin D while you're inside your house. They made those lights because they have known it is imperative that we as humans get as much vitamin D as we possibly can. Let's take a commercial break. We are due.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company. A family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Third-party outages are caused by parties external to Greenmaker. Kite flying is one of the major causes of third-party outages also.
Kite flying over the years has proven to be an issue that has created many outages on our systems.
This Easter, Grenlec would like you to keep your kite in sight. Use an open area with no overhead power lines. Avoid personal injury through electric shock. Avoid damaging property and causing inconvenience through power outages. Enjoy tradition safely. Avoid damage and injury.
The new national party St. Patrick's West presents Skankin' Sweet on Saturday, April 27. A back-in-time party. Bar ice cold. Doors open at 10 p.m. Early bird tickets $15. More after. Music by DJ Just Gus, The Immortal, Small Clothes International. Where? At the arena. Where else? In Plains in St. Patrick. Skankin' Sweet. See you there.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
And we are back where everybody is scrambling to get a share. But people, if you all see in the little break that we have here, how Jester admiring his little mug there.
And it's
And
mine?
listen now, because of me you get that, don't let me take it back from you. Don't let me have to take it and scratch out your name and write mine and another CJ on it with a big
No.
right clear on it,
I got it because of me.
Who know you? I don't understand.
Oh gosh.
I don't understand. Who know you, Jester? So just I have a special morning to say to someone.
Mm-hmm.
There is a dog by the name of Fufu.
Fufu?
Yes, I said Fufu. You don't know? Yeah, I say Fufu. You didn't get what I'm saying? When Fufu sits in front of his vehicle with his mother and his father, she sits regally, head up in the air. I think Fufu has a Doberman pincher running in her blood. Regal as ever. Now her mother is listening to the program, so she just called and said she's listening, interesting program. So I had to say good morning to Fufu, Fufu mother, Fufu grandmother, and Fufu godmother. I'm not calling no name. But the people know who they are.
But Claire, the thing about it, that animals are just so intelligent.
You telling me?
I saw on video, man, there was this fan looking at a football match.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog was along with that, and how the commentators with the excitement and everything, and the team that the fan is backing. When the goal scored, the dog
jump up and
he fell down. And like how the build-up was going, you could see the emotions of the dog through the reaction. And when the goal scored, he just fell down.
Let me tell you something.
I tell you, it's amazing, these animals.
The only thing that these animals cannot do is what you and I are doing, They speak in their own language.
Yeah.
And maybe scientists one day might make voices come out inside their head to say, I'm okay. Because I have a dog, Ruben. I know I have another little one named Storm.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I have Storm. I'm training Storm to sit and behave himself when I give Storm. I bring food for Storm, and Storm is like all over tying me up with the chain. I chain him.
Yeah.
And he's there. And I say to him, I said, sit. And he lies over, let me scratch his belly. I said, no, not now. Sit, because this food. So I take the food away from him, and he sits and he looks up at me. So I'm training him to sit, and he gives me a paw. When I say, can I have a paw? He stretches.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
I
yes.
love my little puppy. But Ruben, you see how Ruben reacts when he sees me in the evening.
Yes.
Ruben hears me coming through the track there, and he knows the way I walk.
Oh, yeah.
So he gets up, he stretches and stuff, and then he comes at the gate, and he's jumping up, and his little short tail is waving, and I have to say, hey, boy, how you doing? Give him a little scratch, and he's satisfied. If I'm there by myself, he sleeps under my window.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
So
when people
have
take
to make
advantage, when people take advantage of animals, that is the worst thing they can do.
Yeah.
They cannot speak the language that you and I speak, but that's why they say dogs are loyal to you more than human beings.
Oh, yes.
Because they are there. If you're sick, your dog knows he won't leave your side. If you fall there and he knows, he'll back down that whole place until somebody is aware that, no, he's backing too much, something is wrong.
Well, I have to come and make myself very familiar with Storm.
Why?
Because I'm already familiar with Ruben.
No.
I don't have to worry.
Let me tell you, that's why I tie Storm. Because I'm making Storm fierce.
Storm is young, right?
I'm making him Sasha fierce.
I come and visit Storm.
No.
Stages?
No, don't come Storm. Storm is out of bunker.
Okay, you just send me in your place to do certain things for you.
Why are you telling everybody that? You want people to believe you don't go in my place?
So when you make me scared of it, what will happen? Think about it.
I ain't sending you in my place again. I was talking to someone the other day, and I keep my stuff around my place so neat in a way that I said to them one time I was here and I had to do an interview with someone, and my phone doesn't take the normal USB card thing. So I have one that is a C-type for the phone that I have. It only takes C-type thing. And that time Jester was not on air with me as yet. He used to come and drop me in the morning and wait until someone comes in here. And I really needed it and I couldn't go home. I said, Jester, here is my key. Go home, go to my room and go there and take it.
I remember when I did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you came back and you say to me, but Claire, you know exactly where the thing was. Of course I know where it is because I put it there so you could just go and get it instead of I'm sending and I tell you, look here, look there, look there. See, that's the control I have about my thing.
That's what I like to hear. That's how I operate too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I do send him in my house sometimes, but he make everybody know I send him in my house. No, you're not going back.
I have to be familiar with Storm.
No. Storm is... You see, Storm has his own house, and I put Storm in a house. And I change Storm because Storm is going to... Ruben... People think that Ruben is friendly. If Ruben don't know you, he'll devour you.
Yeah, well, I guess as much.
And if you come there with me, and he stays with me, he's going to be okay. But other than that, when you come again, he's going to be okay with you because he knows you now. Yeah. But anybody else, he
you have to know good people, man. Good people.
You're making my shoes come out warped.
You got to know good souls.
Yeah, Ruben is good. Ruben is, he's going down in years, and I dread the day when we may have to put him to sleep, honestly.
Chloe, I have to remind the listeners of the number 4420175, and that's for the both landline and WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, can continue, I guess.
So it says, we talk about the people in Japan that goes through harder times with their gut than in the summer. It says, for a healthier gut, Katona recommends consuming more vitamin D during winter. And if you're a person who spends most of your time indoors year-round, you might want to ask your doctor if you can add a vitamin D supplements to your daily regimen. So not
Do we
only
have a call? I think we have a call.
Not only getting in the sun, but adding more to it because of the winter months that you go through. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, CJ.
Good morning, and how are you?
I'm okay. Just a good morning. How you do?
Good morning, my dear. I'm all right.
CJ, I've been outside for the morning already.
Well, look at your sunshine, vitamin D already.
I went and do my walking as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Come back. And CJ.
Yes?
I don't know. I can't do it outside. I cannot stay outside. When I say I cannot stay outside, I shouldn't say I cannot stay outside. Staying outside is my thing. Staying inside is not.
So you
my
cannot
thing.
stay indoors.
You
I cannot stay indoors.
Right.
That's what I should say.
Yes.
I cannot stay indoors. CJ, for example, yesterday I said, okay, I'll take the day and rest and thing.
But I don't know, just something. I had to go outside. So when about after 11, I said, you know what? I look outside. I said, okay, there's some bush behind my bedroom there. I'll go outside and weed that. And I went outside, CJ. And I was rather surprised with the amount of work I did.
Mm-hmm.
When I finished, I stand up and I look around. I said, yes. I said, you see that thing they call eyes? I always hear my mother saying eyes is a coward thing. Because, you know, you look at it and you wonder when you will get it done.
Yes.
You know, and time going and you're not doing anything. But I did it yesterday. And the best part of it, CJ, I took a box and I sat down on the box. And I taken my time and I picking up the little bush and thing, picking it and thing. But every now and again I stop and I ask myself a question and I answer the question for myself. And you know, and I did talking to myself, and you know, I reflecting on that, and you know, I thinking about that, and I'm thinking, you know, what I would like to see happen next week, and so forth. And then the thing about it, when you outside, well, I know for me, I don't know if it's for everybody, but when you're outside and you're doing your little walk and thing around the house and thing, I'm talking about around the house,
right?
You feel so composed. You feel so relaxed. You understand?
Yes.
And you're getting things done, and when you finish, you have to ask yourself, hey, you mean I get all that done? And to me, at that time, you're out in the sun, but the sun doesn't be hot.
Because you're working and you have an aim.
You're out in the sun, but the sun doesn't be hot. Unlike if you leave home to go somewhere, let's say you go to St. George's or where you go, and you come back and say, woo, that sun was hot today, boy.
Yes.
You know, you feel the sun. But when you are around your home, you know, outside, doing your little, you know, little chores and doing your little things, you don't feel that heat of the sun. When you finish outside and you come inside, you feel so relaxed, you bathe and think there's a difference in the body.
Totally.
Unlike if you stay inside whole day. You don't go outside. I'm out outside.
I'm with you there.
I'm listening to this. I tell you, I was out already for the money. I'm listening to the program now. And as soon as I finish, I don't plan already what I'm going outside and do, you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something now. You didn't see this morning a good citizen of Real FM sent a mug with my CJ initial on it and Real FM. And
that was so nice.
I know.
That was so nice.
I cannot get over it very much. So look how baby. If you think not about baby in it, like you know, I'm baby in it.
Yeah,
and
that was thoughtful of that person.
Very much so. And here Jester get one too, eh?
Really? Yeah, really?
Yes,
that's good.
He get one too, but I tell him it's because of me. He get it because it's me. People know, you know, not him.
Why you say that? No, don't do just that. Jester is a nice guy on the program.
I didn't say that nice.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't say. And if we get a commercial break and he take it out and he watching it and
I believe Jester is the people's love on the program.
Well, no, you want to stop the program now.
This is the final program of mental health on Tuesday, and I have to say that I am declaring it closed as of today.
It cannot be the final program.
It is.
Without Jester, you don't have a program.
Really?
And you want to fire me? Yeah.
Wiki fire me. Let me tell you something. You're right now because nobody is taking nothing on him from you.
Listen to me. I heard a statement made earlier on. I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to say anything. I heard a statement made earlier on as it relates to the priest in River Valley. If the priest is not able to conduct mass, the
parishioner has gone.
The parishioner has gone. Well, if Jester is not there in the program, you know, listeners.
What? And I thought you were my friend. What kind of person are you?
If Jester is not there for the program, tell yourself you don't have listeners in the program.
Well, let me explain. Let me tell you. I could fire him any day, but I ain't firing him. Because let me tell you, nobody ain't taking that stupidness on him from me that he doesn't take from me there, you know. And it's only
think about it.
And it's only because it's me taking that on him from, you know, you don't take that from other people. That's how close he and I are.
Yeah.
So
Dating
today
back a long
I'm
way.
waiting on the program to conclude for me to go outside.
Okay, we're gonna
Yes. Yeah, going
at
outside.
10
I can't
o'clock.
stay inside. And CJ, not only that, if I'm sick, CJ, I can't stay in bed. I'm just must go outside. CJ, sometimes people just pass and ask me. They ask me, they say, the sun don't hot, the sun don't burning
The
you.
sun is never cold. It's always hot.
No, I just love to be outside.
I love
just
outside
love
too.
to be
Let me
outside.
tell you, I wear flip flop at home to go outside, and the mark is permanently on my foot now. You could write my name in the clear part because.
but since in school, I learned that you get your vitamin D
through the sun.
The sun.
Yes,
That's right.
Alone.
That's
I
right.
get you
Yeah.
get vitamin D from other things. No, so for me, I want my vitamin D.
Take it in the sun.
From the sun. Yeah, me too.
And
Me
the
too.
melanin in your skin. The melanin in your skin.
And the melatonin too.
Exactly.
Yes.
From the
So let me
sun.
tell you.
So
take a few.
are they in the sun?
Take a 5 seconds and stare at the sun for 5 seconds. Not a lot. You get your vitamin D, most of your vitamins, and the faster way to get it is through your eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So
if I travel, when I come back,
you
when I
white as
come back,
Casper?
I mean, my complexion changed.
Yeah, you white as Casper the ghost, I tell you.
Exactly. And 2-3 weeks after, when people see me, they say, "Oh, you start getting back dark already."
But but
I love the sun.
But you know the funny
I love
thing?
the sun.
I'll tell you something. We black people do not know the worth of our skin. And I'm saying it loud and clear, and pun intended here. We do not know the worth of our skin. Because those of us that bleach to get like Casper the ghost, they are doing injustice to themselves, their health, their skin, and everything. A lot of us that soak in body milk to make our skin fair. Stop it. Stop it. All of us are using those bleaching creams and so stop it. When you have your natural melanin and the melatonin, as they say.
Only this morning while walking, I was telling my friend, we were talking, and I was telling my friend, I said, you don't see what is happening to the people who are putting these things on their face now.
They get gray.
No. The faces are becoming lumpy now.
Because it affects your cell. This is not meant for your skin. They ban that in Ghana,
Faces are becoming lumpy now. They're having more cellulite on the face than on the legs.
Well, yes, and you're sorry for them. Because if you cannot accept who you are as a person and you try to change who you are, this is what happens. You cannot continue using this thing. And you know the bleachers, They have the pavilion and they think, well, let me tell you the bleachers, how they look. The bleachers check their knuckles. Black as ever.
That was what I'm about to tell you.
Check the knuckles.
I see a girl. CJ, the face. Wow. The neck. Wow. But that day she made a mistake and wear a low neck jersey.
The decolleté.
So you see the fair skin came from the neck to reach just about the top of the bust. And when you look inside between the bust, I was like, wow.
Your knuckles don't get white.
The earlobe. The
yes.
earlobe is different to the side of her neck and her face.
Oh, yeah.
The earlobe remain as how it ought to be.
Yes. Stop it, people. Stop it.
The knuckles, MCG, the joint, the knuckles, the fingers. If you see them knuckles and the elbow.
Oh yes.
The elbow.
For them to become like you and me, they have to lie down in the body milk in a whole tub of it for the whole body to get it.
I wish them all
This
the
thing, this thing causing cancer to people's skin, and I'm saying it out there now because the vitamin D that we can get to make our thing, it won't do any good for you.
But CJ, Jester,
yeah,
haven't you realized or do you observe that the people who do that cannot stay in the sun now?
No, they can't. They can't.
They always have an
umbrella and long sleeves. Yes.
Always have an
long sleeve.
I tell you.
The guys now are wearing hoodies more than ever.
Yes, yes.
And it's
yes.
it's sad. Who's saying them are bleach? Was it who?
Yeah, bleach out the skin. Them are bleach.
Them are bleach.
Them are bleach.
Yes.
Them are bleach.
But you see the thing about it, they do not know, and I don't understand. I mean, to each its own, not a business, you know, your health and that you're looking to make to kill yourself faster. But when you when you look at our skin at our age, that's why a lot of people cannot tell black people's age because of what we have in our skin to keep us the way we do, the glow, the oil and everything. And that's why Caucasians are jealous of black people. They says, you know, they always used to say to me in
kind
Canada,
of pigment we have.
you know, you guys can go to the sun and stay as long as ever and look at your skin, all the oils and so. And before they go in the skin started to wrinkle up and it waving like a flag.
That's what
you
I
know?
tell you. The age, with our age, it doesn't matter what age you are.
Exactly.
Your skin remains firm.
Mm-hmm.
You could see the firmness in your
Yes,
skin
and you
no
can see
matter
the
what
glow.
age you are.
Yeah, but you see, when you start to bleach as a black person to become whiter than you are killing yourself slowly. And according to what stage you're in, you're going to go faster than Bolt. Mm-hmm. So all the bleachers that sitting in the pavilion, stop it. Stop bleaching.
I love my son. I love outside. I love outside.
Yes.
I can't wait for the rainy season to start, the little rain to fall, for me to do my little backyard gardening.
Yeah, the gardening, yes.
I love outside. I love outside.
So
outside is my thing.
So if you know anybody that you want to give us any gift or anything, you can do it for us and you can tell them, you know, because right now we give
if I know what?
If you know anybody that want to make us a gift of something with Real FM on it and our initials, but don't put just a name anymore. Although I cannot do
Well, how are you? Well, who?
I don't know. I just saying. I send a message to you too.
I know she want the boat gift. I'll give you.
All right. Okay.
When I drink out in jest, I want to that, and I'll drink in
I can get to send some gifts to Real FM.
Thank you so very much. You know, see why I love you, Miss Ferguson. Talk to you.
What you want to say there?
Miss Ferguson. The Duchess.
Have a lovely day, Miss Ferguson. Thanks so much for your contribution. I appreciate it.
We are going outside. I'm waiting for the program to finish.
Okay, bye.
Talk
See
to
you.
you all. Bye. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Have a blessed day. Claire, and she always make that valuable point. And you know, usually, right, when for personal growth and development, and we're talking about even business-wise and everything, great ideas comes along when you're outside rather than inside.
Yes. You see all kind of things outside.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you see something and say, oh my gosh, I never knew that you could have done that with this thing. Like yesterday I was on a bus from St. George and Mount Morris. I saw a tree that, we have a call, let's see. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mons.
How are you?
We good again.
Well, yeah, son cooking, son baking, son doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
Okay.
I love it. And when I'm going outside, why you going outside for sun hot? What do them?
I don't know. And you must tell them the sun is never cold. It is always hot.
Oh.
I love the sun too.
Watch. When sun hot, you could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But when rain come in, you know we afraid rain, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Grenadians afraid rain, they said. Yeah. I'm not a Grenadian, so that's all right.
According to what you have to do, you can't even face outside when rain comes.
It's true. It's true.
But when sun hot, even though you go under a tree and take a little cover, you come back out. And you're doing what you have to do.
And that's when you got to start to sing, I've got sunshine.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
On a cloudy day.
And Jester.
Miss Mona?
I'm wanting you again.
Yeah.
What you want him and tell him now?
Be careful, Jester.
With who?
You hear she want gift again, but not to put your name.
Yes. Yeah, she take your voice yourself, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
I'm warning you.
You know, she just exposing herself when she behave like that, you know. That's all. I don't have nothing much to say.
Listen.
Just showing you the greediness.
I didn't have to say it.
Bye. Mona.
I didn't have to say it.
You didn't want to say
I didn't have to say it.
what I say.
Oh my gosh.
That I'm warning you.
Keep warning
and
him.
Claire going to fire you.
Yes.
Be careful.
Thanks for looking at my back.
A little bit of jealousy start coming in.
I know.
Because without you, she cannot make it.
It's a good thing I don't have any jealousy in me, you know.
Who say that?
I have louvers and I have blinds, no jealousies.
Oh, you have veranda too.
Yes, I've got 4, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Right.
Later.
Have a lovely day. Yes.
You know, Mona, I tell you. Mona is a trip, you know. You can't help but love Mons, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Although she's not in my corner, you know, but that's all right. That's okay, man. We have another call. Good morning.
Good morning to
Good morning, Clifford. How are you?
Clifford, good morning.
I'm all right, for you. Good morning. I wasn't following the program in its entirety, but I heard things said, which I think I clearly believe them, and they happen to me. Sometimes, you know, you're thinking of somebody, you mind on somebody, and eventually, bam, in a minute or two, that same person calls you. Just that it coincide that you are thinking of them, and up to yesterday, it happened to me on 2 occasions. You know, you just about to go and call the person. Sometimes you pick up your phone, sometimes you say, oh, let me do that, I will call this person. And the person calls you.
Okay. Yeah, that happens to a lot of us, really.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about today is how when you don't go outside of your house, how it affects your body. And Clifford, you are an albino, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how does the sunlight affect you when you go outside?
Well, it depends on where you are, what you're doing. So, you know, I personally like to be outside in the sun. But I mean, there are times when the sun is too hot for you, or the area you walk in, you can't really do a proper walk.
Do you wear sunscreen before you go outside?
Sometimes.
You should, eh?
Yeah.
Because it's not good because you lack the pigment in your skin already. You should use sunscreen to go outside to protect what you have right now.
Yeah, well, I agree, but as I said, sometimes what you're doing, you just
Yeah, and it depends on the time of day too.
Yeah.
But even though the sun is not shining really bright, the heat, the rays from it can still affect your skin.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yes.
But,
all right.
I do personally like the sun.
Yes.
All my jobs has been in sun, you know, sun and rain, you know. Sometimes you want the rain like hell, you're praying for the rain, and when the rain comes, you say, oh God, too much rain. Sometimes you're praying for the sun,
yeah,
and
when
the
it
sun
comes
comes,
too hot,
you say, oh, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So you have to be a sort of balance based on what you are doing.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Clifford.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. Yes, Jester. So, you know, the sun plays an important part in our lives on a daily basis. We have another call. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you? Good.
Jester, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Sometimes I listen to your conversation, and I just say, better they call you belly and butts. Because you really have that, you know.
Listen,
that's right.
Let me tell you all something, and I want you all of you to stop now. Stop. Jester is my pal, my buddy, my old pal. I know Jester for a lot of years. And like I just said, I cannot do that with any and anybody but Jester. And that's why we are good like that. So whatever I say to him, he knows that it's not anything out of malice that is coming out of me. It's just that who I am and who he is. And he accepts me for who I am.
So do we too. We just like to kick on it.
Oh, okay.
I just don't understand.
Yes. I hope he does.
What I really got to say too is that I heard you was explaining just the same things I wanted to say concerning the bleaching of the skin, that it gives cancer.
Yes, it does.
And it's not only affect inside, because you hear everything breathe from your skin, right? So you get cancer, not only skin cancer, but you could get it any part of your body internally.
Well, the thing is, we all have cancerous cells inside of us. Some of us develop, some cells develop, some don't.
Exactly. But another thing is that God has made us in his own image and likeness.
Amen.
You understand? And when you're doing that, is that you're telling God you don't like how he make you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're making over yourself. And then you suffer the consequences.
That's
and
true.
when you can't find cure right now, you're still turning to blame God. But it's you that yourself.
He gave us free choice to do whatever we want.
Exactly so. Exactly so. So then when the things happen, we just have to accept it because we bring it on ourselves.
That's true.
You know, people must learn to appreciate how God make them.
Well, I know I'm wonderfully made.
Don't let the enemy tell you, no, you will be better off. And then sometimes to get a job, some people, they feel, okay, because that person too dark skin, they won't employ them because they have that kind of mentality. So if it was somebody clearer, they would take the boss.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people, they bleach themselves just to get a job or just to get it, you know, for friendship. For friendship. So many things they do.
Yeah.
Counted with the group.
Yeah.
You understand?
I got you.
But we must learn to appreciate what God has done for us and His give us and just take care of it.
Thank you so very much.
Don't change it.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a
Okay.
blessed day.
You too.
You as well, right? Yeah.
You know, just I didn't say good morning to Cynthia, Alexis, and you don't remember to say good morning to her. Cynthia, say bad. Good morning to you, Miss Alexis and Harry. You hope all is well.
Cynthia, good morning to you, my dear.
No. Don't say anything after me when you don't remember anybody. I remembered her this morning and it just slipped me, but I'd like to say good morning to Miss Cynthia Smith.
I saw
Alexis.
Cynthia on Thursday last.
Okay. We have a call again, I think. Let's see. Good morning.
CJ, good morning. I call back.
Okay, good. Yes. You didn't go outside again, no?
Not as yet.
Okay.
CJ, most of the houses in Grenada now have washing machines.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that I miss the river washing. You know, in the days gone by, you gone to the river, you wash, you dry by the river.
Mm-hmm.
You go home with that clothes. CJ, would you believe that I would wash my clothes at home,
Mm-hmm.
spread it below the house to dry? I would take up that clothes, fold it, put it in a bath pan and in a clothes basket,
Mm-hmm.
and put that clothes basket out in the sun.
Yes.
Whole day.
Vitamin D. You get literally close to.
Whole day. If I don't fold up the clothes, I just spread it out on the fencing, spread it out, let it get the sun whole day, and fold it up.
Sunshine does something to
And
you,
I'm
honestly.
daring somebody to try that. Your clothes did not dry in the sun. You fold it up and dry the clothes in the sun and fold it up and tell me the difference.
There is a difference.
As it relates to
Yes.
the smell of the clothes.
Of course. You're right.
When
I
that
know.
clothes dry in the sun, CG, it have a different smell
No,
as
see.
to when it's not dried in the sun.
Say, bleach and
I mean,
breeze.
you feel. I would put the clothes in the clothes basket. It take full day sun. I put in that clothes basket in the evening. Bring it in the evening, and sometimes I don't pack away the clothes the same time. You know, the next day the clothes is still warm.
Yes, because it's compact in the basket. That's why.
The clothes is still warm in that basket.
You know.
And if my clothes are dry in the sun, especially my undies, I don't feel good.
You know that says breeze washes so clean you can even smell the cleanness. Remember that ad that we used to hear on the radio? That is what happened when you had your son, you had your clothes in the sun.
The sun dries it so clean.
Yes,
the cleanness,
you smell the cleanness, yes.
lasts for days.
Yes.
Yeah, but that natural
So nice.
smell.
Yes,
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
sun
have
gives it.
clothes dry in the sun.
But a lot of people don't like. The thing is, the sun can destroy some of your clothes, depending on what color it is, and you keep
It
it in
all
the sun too
depends on
long.
what clothes you
Yes,
put in
what
the sun
clothes
to
you put in the
dry.
sun. So you have to be careful too.
You have to be careful.
But
You have to be
yes,
careful.
but nothing beats
What
the
clothes
sun.
You put in the sun to dry. There
Yeah.
are some clothes that just cannot go out in the sun to dry.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the way she's doing it there, the sun would not have that sort of
Impact on it. Yeah,
the
that's
way-
right.
Yeah, you put that clothes, the clothes that cannot be exposed to the full sunlight, you can fold it, put it at the bottom of the clothes
And let the
basket,
heat go through.
and put the other clothes on top of it, so the heat goes through it.
Yeah.
It is 9 o'clock. It is news for us.
Bye.
So we'll chat. Take care of
Bye.
yourself and we'll be back.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Mhm.
Pertinent to land degradation and
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. The details when we return. Hello and welcome back. Locally, technical officers engaged in a 3-day workshop on land degradation neutrality hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization. The workshop, which will run from Monday 8 April to Wednesday 10th April, is geared towards addressing issues pertinent to land degradation and safeguarding against further ill use. In the region, since establishing the Ministry of Industry, Innovation, Science and Technology, Barbados is still seeking to recruit the right mix of personnel to fill critical vacant posts. This was revealed by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Industry, Innovation, Science and Technology, Marva Howell. She was participating in the 4th meeting of the Economic Cooperation on Latin America and the Caribbean Conference on Science, Innovation and ICT in Colombia.
Acknowledging the aging population and skills deficit in the areas of science and technology, where possible, we have sought to contract professionals from other countries who have the expertise and experience to fill vacancies and to work with locals with the intention of transferring skills and knowledge through training, coaching, and mentoring.
Internationally, the Vatican formally rejects gender-affirming surgery and surrogacy.
The Vatican has formally declared its opposition to gender-affirming surgery and surrogacy, putting them on par with abortion and euthanasia. Senior clergy have unveiled the doctrine in a 20-page document entitled Infinity Dignity, which has been 5 years in the making. It states that gender change is a violation of human dignity and that surrogacy denies a child's right to be fully human. Because we believe that these ideologies, instead of helping to recognize dignity, impoverish a humanistic vision where man and woman are the most beautiful combination and the greatest difference that humanity contains, this is unparalleled. The doctrine was approved for publication by Pope Francis last month after undergoing several revisions. Transgender and surrogacy advocates have condemned the document as outdated, harmful, and contrary to the Church's stated goal of recognizing the dignity of all people. They fear it will fuel anti-trans violence and discrimination.
And in sports, Tyrese Maxey described himself as blessed after joining an exclusive club with his 52-point display against the San Antonio Spurs in Sunday's 133-126 overtime win for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey put up his third 50-point performance of the season as the Sixers boosted their hopes of avoiding the play-in tournament with a 5th straight win. He joined Joel Embiid, Allen Iverson, and Wilt Chamberlain as the only players in franchise history to reach a half-century 3 times in a single year, with Chamberlain doing so in an NBA record 45 games in 1961-1962. This ends the latest update of news. Thank you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Grenlec Community Partnership Initiative.
On behalf of the Grenada Athletic Association, we want to thank Grenlec for the presentation of their check. This is not the first time that they are supporting our character games. I can remember clearly in 2016 they were part of the celebration. You know that Grenlec has always supported us in all of our activities, in our development programs. They have been there with us and we are very thankful for that, and we sincerely hope that we'll be able to keep them as one of our sponsors.
Grenlec.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
And Jester, we are back.
You gotta be careful.
Always, always. So here's the other part. It says, when you do not go outside, cabin fever may set in. Do you know what cabin fever is? Just the name of it alone should tell you what cabin fever is.
Cabin fever.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so you on the onset you said that lady in that you know
Yeah.
stayed inside a
Mhm.
house. So look at the house as a cabin. fever. She's not suffering with fever, but there's cabin fever. But in that sense, it's like you stay inside your house forever and you're not coming out. So it is called sort of cabin fever.
She had a veranda. She did not even used to go
Cabin
out in the
fever,
veranda
yes.
at a certain time, you know, Claire.
So it says, most people are well acquainted with the term cabin fever, whether you heard someone else use it to describe their displeasure at being stuck indoors. So that means you're stuck indoors, so it's like you're suffering from cabin fever. When cabin fever isn't technically a real psychological disorder, the feeling it evokes within people stuck inside for extended periods of time are very real and very unpleasant. So you could say, you can't even say people in prison suffer from cabin fever, or in a sense they are, because they let them out when they want to. And so when they say time to close, all door close, and so you don't have that freedom to come and go as you want. So in a sense, you could say people in prison do suffer from cabin fever because they have to stay inside for a long time. Although they send them out and get the exercise, and they do work and so. And even them too know the importance of vitamin D, that they let the prisoners go outside and walk and exercise and everything like that, because they will have a lot of sickness on their hands if they let them stay inside, unless they put them in that hole where they're real bad and then coming out and see sunshine until God knows when. That's what it is. So according to a study published in the Journal of Social Psychology in the 1980s, the definition of cabin fever varies from person to person. However, for many the study participants, some of the most common indicators of cabin fever were boredom, agitation, and feelings of general dissatisfaction. Just knowing the fact that no matter what comes up, you can't leave is probably more aggravating than anything else, one of the study participants confessed. While you may not be able to travel from home, psychology today recommends breaking your cabin fever by spending time outdoors as much as possible. So as again I said, prison. When you're in prison, you cannot leave anytime you feel like, right?
Of course not.
That's why they call it prison. So try not to go there, so you can be free to go outside anytime you feel like. If you feel like Miss Ferguson says, no, she's going out for a walk, no one is stopping her, nobody can stop her. She's going out for a walk because she's not in prison. She has that freedom to go outside. So this is what cabin fever is all about. And a lot of us have self-imposed cabin fever, because we refuse to go outside and enjoy the sunlight, the sunshine, to get some of the vitamins D. We stay inside. And as I said, this happens mentally because of what some of us go through. We do not want to go outside. We do not want anybody to see us. We do not want to go outside for nothing whatsoever. So it says, when you stop going outside, your allergies might get worse. You know, there are people that suffer from seasonal allergies. Like they have ragweed, they have that yellow thing, that dandelions and all this kind of. For people in North America, they would know what I'm talking about with seasonal allergies. People here suffer it too. Sometimes you might be allergic to cat, to dogs, to horses, to different things. People are allergic to different things.
Certain perfumes and things.
Right. And so that's why a lot of us do not wear perfumes, because it triggers a lot of people allergies. So even that too, most people, I think it's okay to stay inside and they will get rid of it. But it says, as beautiful as the outdoors are during springtime, the threat of seasonal allergies may scare you into observing nature's beauty through your window. After all, depending on where you live, pollen can often feel more poisonous than simply annoying. However, some medical professionals says refusing to go outdoors could actually make your allergies worse. According to a 2004 study published in Clinical and Experimental Allergy, myriad allergy diseases have become more and more common over the past few decades. Many researchers believe the increase in allergic reactions to various elements is associated with the growing number of people who prefer to stay indoors. As noted by The Guardian, hay fever, which began in the 19th century, mostly affected those who spend their time indoors and not those who spend the majority of their days working outside. According to allergist and immunologist Dr. Daniel Moore, research has shown that vitamin D, which is produced when the body is exposed to sunlight, can actually activate cells to prevent chemical releases which would worsen allergic reactions, In other words, the great outdoors might just be the best allergy medication on the market. So again, when you are outdoors, you're doing yourself a wealth of good by not staying inside. And most people let me just say good morning to Miss Matheson, Gemma Warwood, Bernadette Williams, J. Wanda Patterson in New York, 107.9 in the Big Apple. Nisha Peters, good morning, CJ. Just to add to what your caller said about person do not get a job because of the color of their skin is true. A true thing in Grenada. It's crazy when your very own discriminates, which is true. Yeah. So with the color thing again, so that's why some of us bleach to make ourselves more marketable, but you're killing yourself. That's as simple as it is. Killing yourself to make yourself marketable. So that's what it is, Jester. If you allergies, if you stay indoors, it could get worse for you and not better. Then if you step outdoors, you might get a little scratch in your nose, you might see people rubbing their nose, their eyes is watery and everything like that. Allergies does that to you. But staying inside doesn't make it any better. It makes it worse. So the great outdoors is what's going to be the cure for most of our ailments, starting with vitamin D.
But if you realize how consistent they are through this whole thing with the vitamin D,
we have to stay outdoors. We have to be outdoors.
Yeah.
If you haven't been outside lately, it's time to get some fresh air. From mood swings to achy joints, here's what happens to your body when you stop going outside. When you stop going outside, you may notice major mood swing. Did I do that one already? No. While many people find comfort and joy having, I think I did that one already, Jester.
Cool and relaxing,
yes.
indoors.
Let me see. Yeah, I think I did this one already. And I did that one already too. Yeah. So according to Dr. Daniel Moore, the research immunologist, he says when you take vitamin D and you're exposed to sunlight, it actually releases a chemical which can make your allergies better instead of worse. So you can get that one. You feel more stressed if you stop going outside. I thought that one was a real kicker. Unfortunately, no one is immune from stress. Even if you are not a person particularly prone to being stressed out, it's incredibly contagious, especially in a world filled with political turmoil, economic woes, and global health emergencies. Additionally, the emphasis is on modern society placed on hustling, grinding, and being a productivity machine is enough to make even the most even-keeled person feel overwhelmed. So stress. When you're not going outside and you're there, you feel stress more than ever. So again, as we keep stressing, Jester, vitamin D and outside, this is what's going to be the good thing for us as persons. While your first instinct when you're feeling stress might be to hide indoors, curl up on your couch, the time we spend outside, the noises, textures, the light, the smell of nature are a naturally conducive message for the brain to slow down. Psychotherapist Owen Kane said. He explained an added advantage is that it also supports an increase in serotonin and dopamine. These are the feel-good hormones helping you to feel calmer and happier. You see it again.
Yep.
The happy hormones.
Happy hormones.
Yes. I think we have a call.
Interesting.
Good morning. Good morning, B. How are you?
Hello. Maybe I'm calling the wrong number for the show.
No, you are calling Real FM.
You are on.
You're on. You are on.
Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just going to stress the importance of vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
Because here we do a special test when we do our physical. we do a special test for the vitamin D. I'm not sure if you have ever done that, Claire.
No.
Yeah. We have to pay for it extra. It's not covered by the regular OHIP.
Oh, okay.
But I know my doctor asked me, do you want to do the vitamin D test? Because it's so important. And I think one of the reasons is because we tend, in the winter especially, which, longer months, we tend to stay inside.
Yes.
And I was reflecting that even though we go to events, it's still inside. We don't go outdoor and take part in the winter events.
Right.
So, yeah. And sometimes we go to work in the dark and we go back home in the dark. So we're not even exposed to the sunlight. I was just reflecting on that. So I think we have to embrace the winter a little bit more and get more active in the winter. So I think that's one of my goals for next winter.
Try your best, baby girl. Try your best.
No, I was going to tell you have to come back in the winter.
Who, me? You want us to go skiing or you want us to go skating? Both of them is dead for me, eh? Okay.
Okay. So next time we're coming back, it has to be winter.
Oh.
Well, not this year, the next year, because you already made plans for this year, but next year. You have to come back in the winter.
So what would I want to prepare myself for what winter sport we are going to take part in now? So I could start training my brain to know that I'm going to go skiing with Lorna on Blue Mountain. See me flying down the hill.
I'll do some research.
You like trouble? Next thing you have to call orange helicopter to pick me up from on top of that slope there. Watch what you're asking for, No, but honestly, we do lack vitamin D. And you know that there are lights that they are making now that you put in your home so you can get vitamin D throughout that light, because we are really lacking in vitamin D in the winter months.
Yes, we're lacking it.
And if we do not put ourselves out there in the winter months, we will suffer for it totally.
Lana, would you want to take that chance to follow Claire? Would you take that risk?
Listen.
I think you care for your life.
No. You see, you have it the wrong way. Would Claire take her chance and go follow Lana? Lana didn't invite me to go in the winter business and I didn't say anything.
What is what you thinking about doing?
Well, okay, Lorna, let's explain to him. What is there as winter sport besides skiing, skating, what again? Tell us.
Just not to follow.
The outside sport would be I think that's the main thing.
Skiing and skating?
Skiing and skating. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think that's the main thing.
But listen to Jester, please don't follow me.
Don't follow Claire.
We're going to have to take up skating. No, skiing.
I think we should take skating.
We'll have to take up skiing.
Yeah, and while everybody's going skating forward, I'll be skating backward. That's what I'm known for, skating backward in things. I can't go forward at all, unless they have a pylon in front of me and I have to hold it and shuffle, go across. But I'll try anything with you. I know you're going to have my back, not him. I don't want him nowhere around me. Next year, God's will, we'll try skating in the winter. Yes.
Yes. Okay, then. Have a great day.
I think I threw away my winter coat and so, Lorna. You will have to buy me one if you want me to come back in winter.
Well, yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you very much.
To get you back in the winter.
All right. Later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
You see, Jester?
You have a very nice way of begging. You don't really feel it.
Listen, I am an international beggar. What can I say? Well, listen. I hate winter with a passion. You have no idea. Because I like being outdoors. Yeah. And when you have this winter jacket, you have the thing is loaded with goose dung and whatever dung they put in it. You're carrying that on you. And you have your bag and it is not pretty. I mean, they have some winter coat that looks really good when you see people with it, they're ready for winter, but not me. I used to dress like a minimalist in winter, and I'll tell you, the winter coat is heavy as it is already, and I buy good ones. So I'll just wear this maybe in winter with a tank top on it. Seriously.
What?
Yeah.
Good girl.
I didn't like winter at all, and I tried to buy less clothes for winter. I had I had a few turtlenecks, I had a few sweaters, and that's it. I just buy a good winter coat and just dress the way I want to because I couldn't handle all this. You sweat, Jester. You feel you putting thing in your neck. You have that scarf. You have no. So you see that why she have to buy me a winter coat because I got rid of winter when I say Caribbean. Here I come. That's it.
Oh yes.
And P said she loved winter. I'd rather be over there around that time than the summer. The summer over there is different than home. There is no breeze when summer is there. That is true. But let me tell you, if you happen to come to TO anytime in summer, there's somewhere that I can take you that you wouldn't even bother to know it's summer. It's called Toronto Island. We have 3, and this one is the center island. You go there for the day. When I'm back there, I go for the day, take the ferry and go across that island, Jester. Mm-hmm. And there's no transport on like cars and buses and so. It's just you have the one police station, you have the ambulance service, and you have golf carts that takes you around the island. You can walk for miles. There's a beach, there's the lake. It is the most beautiful place to go in Toronto in summer, and you don't feel the heat as much because it's surrounded by water. So if you ever want to take me up on that in summer, come on over and we go to Toronto Island. We can spend the day, but there at 12 night is when the last ferry leaves, so you got to come back or you might have to just camp on the island until the next day. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place.
Oh yeah?
But I'm not inviting you.
No, I don't want to go behind
you. You lie. That's a lie.
No, but I want to go to
where? To Amsterdam?
Yeah.
You paying your passage. Listen, you see this Amsterdam thing?
The Amsterdam?
I offered to take you to Amsterdam. I was going to pay for your fare, but now that you're telling people don't come behind me and say you're paying your own fare, you're going to Amsterdam by yourself and I'm leaving you there.
Oh gosh. You know we just drop it. Come on.
No, I don't drop in nothing. I'm dropping that one. You paying your fare first. And if you go to Amsterdam and I'm there, I'm leaving you there after we do destination mental health in Amsterdam. I'm going to Ireland. And then I'm going to Spain. And then I'm going to Cuba. I'm going on a world trip, you know.
What?
And then to Cuba, and then I'm going back to see my babies and them there, and then I'm coming back here. Anytime I jump a plane and from now, holiday, here I come. And I don't care if I go by myself.
What a dream.
That's not a dream. That is a reality. That is Lorna. Lorna, you got any vacation? You and I could meet in Ireland. We're going to see the castles and everything. We're going to Ireland. I'm taking Lorna with me. Let me somebody calling. I don't. If you're all going to tell me.
That call come in the right time. What happened? That call come in the right time.
Good morning.
Good morning, CJ. I'm Dexter. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Latin. It's Maureen from Latin.
Maureen, how are you doing? I did say good morning to you. Did you get it?
Yes, I get it, darling.
Thank you.
Loud and clear. And Miss Mona, I want to tell Miss Mona good morning.
Okay.
And also Margaret, and all you keep up the good work, darling. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Up. And I mean, yeah, I'm Maureen, but you know, people more know me by Andrews, eh?
Yes. Yeah. But I like Maureen instead of M&M.
Yes, M&M.
Yes.
What that mean mother on it?
Yes.
Maureen has son in?
Maureen, yes.
You have some Maureen around St. Patrick, you know.
Well, you see what I'm
telling you? Unless you have any connection with them.
Lady, I don't know, Papa, you see, are you just wild as a bird, so I don't know. Because I know, you know. Because, you know, men already, men, they can't
Give it to him.
Yes, men don't. I don't know what to say.
Don't say nothing, baby. Don't say nothing. You can tell them.
I don't want to say nothing, Claire. I don't want to say nothing. These men and them, they're flying high, you know.
Yes. High like kite.
They're flying high. They must be going in M2 bad. How is they're going?
I don't know. We don't send them there, but that's okay. Thank you.
Well, good morning. Well, keep up the good work, darling.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
And tell Miss Mona, leave Miss Mona right there, you know.
I ain't interfere that she good.
Leave her because Papa, when she takes, she stick, Papa. Do.
I know.
Don't interfere in Mona.
I'm not interfering at all. I just interfere in my mouth. That's it.
All right. You all have a pleasant day.
Thank you.
You as well.
Okay, bye-bye.
You too, Dexter. Good
all
morning.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, just let me tell you, for all the people out there that ask me if I'm traveling the world, yes, I am, and I'm going with our Jester. I offered him to go to Amsterdam to do destination mental health in Amsterdam. Oh, Mikele, you went to Amsterdam? I ain't think he make coffee and I'll tell him no go. Who tell him no go in Marlin? Ferguson tell him no go. So yeah, if you want to go to Amsterdam, you're on your own.
We need our next call, please.
Don't call. When I finish, I'm going to tell you when to call. We have a call.
That's what I'm saying.
Good morning. Good morning.
Claire, you on my station still, you know? You on my line still because I put down and then you rang back.
Okay, well, sorry. Just a cause that. Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes.
Wow.
So, yes, all of you that say, yeah, I'm going around the world, and it's not going to be in 80 days. I'm taking my good time about it. Good morning, SBW. Yes, I'm traveling the world. Which place you want to come with me? How about Spain? I'm thinking I want SBW to come to Spain with me. Lorna coming to Ireland. Jester, you could go in. Faitlin want to know if I'm traveling the world. Yes, but Jester, Faitlin said not to go with me.
I see Faitlin send something earlier and something about shade.
Yes, I know what it is. I understand. She didn't send it to you.
You're bright too much.
Well, of course I'm bright. Why do you think I'm sitting here? No domino sitting in front of you. I'm bright. That's why I'm sitting here. But how for that?
You want me to know that?
No. Why would I do that? I'm not a greedy person. As much as Mona say greedy.
You want this too much.
Listen, if I was in a position in my life where people used to tell me I'm worthless, I wouldn't be the one that I am because I rise over that. So whatever you say doesn't bother me. I watch. I just do that. For the Americans, and I was like, that blood. You see, Miss Wells or SBW, you know Toronto Island. Yes, Center Island. You see, all those Torontonians know Center Island. This is where we go and veg. It is a beautiful island. That it has streets. It has Highland Island, whatever island, and Toronto Island. That's the thing outside.
Yeah.
Toronto Island. And everybody should go. If you visit Toronto at any time in the summer, go to Center Island, which is Toronto Island. It is the most beautiful little place. I keep saying it is the most beautiful. It has trees. It has... The only thing that bothers you there is the birds that need your food. Once they know your food, they come around. And they have a lot of people that lives on the yacht on the island there. It's like they're staying there permanently, so they live there. And you might wonder in winter how they come along. They do come to the mainland Toronto to do their groceries and stuff, and then they go back there. Toronto Island has a little amusement park where you go to do the zip line and the cars and the boats and the tidal wave thing. It has a lot of attraction there. And it's a place that you can bring your children and don't worry much about them. Yeah. Anything. Yes. Romance in the making. We're going on, but I did say I'm not inviting you to Toronto, right? You can come on your own. That's how you're going on your own in Amsterdam.
No, and you carry me to Amsterdam.
Me? I carrying you. Me not damn KLM. No, I'm not the Royal Dutch Airline at all. You taking your plane and go there for yourself.
Oh my gosh.
You had the opportunity. You did not take it up. I only offer anything once, Once you get it once as an offer, take it when I give. Otherwise, it's just gone. So Amsterdam, Claire coming. Ireland, Lorna coming. Spain, Shama is coming. And the next place is I'm going solo. Because, I might find potential pipeline people there, on my own.
I wish you all the best.
On my own.
All I can say, I wish you all the very best.
Of course, there's nothing else you can wish me more than the best. So let's go. So if you stop going outside, you might increase your risk for cancer. Listen up, people. If you stop going outside, you might increase your risk for cancer. According to findings presented by researchers from Commonwealth Medical College, 3/4 of patients with various types of cancer diagnosis had low levels of vitamin D, which is produced when the body is exposed to sunlight. And as noted by the study, those patients who were particularly deficient in the vitamin had been diagnosed with more advanced stages of cancer. I'm reading that again. According to findings presented by researchers from Commonwealth Medical College, 3/4 of patients with various types of cancer diagnoses had low levels of vitamin D, which is produced when the body is exposed to sunlight. And as noted by the study, those patients who were particularly deficient in vitamins had been diagnosed with more advanced stages of cancer. We need adequate amount of vitamin D to keep cell growth in check. Dr. Michael Hollick told WebMD, emphasizing the importance of vitamin D in keeping cells from multiplying too quickly and subsequently promoting tumor growth.
Wow.
Wow,
this is
right.
really, really, really powerful. And
wow.
And
When
if
I
at all,
read
Claire,
that,
what I realized, if at all we wasn't really getting it, it wasn't hitting home.
It is home now.
Yes, from
Now.
that.
Now.
Yeah.
It's hitting home now.
That is like a 20-ton stone falling on some glass.
No, I am, what Lorna mentioned just now, I am thinking that when I go back to Toronto, I'm going to do that vitamin D test too.
Okay.
To see what my levels of vitamin, although I take vitamin D and I'm, yes, in the sunshine, but it doesn't, and the thing is, you can take any amount of vitamin D, from 1,000 IU to 5,000 IU. You could take, it does not harm you in any way or form, but you cannot take like 10 at the same time.
Yeah.
But you could take any amount IU, like you could take 2 a day, 3 a day, like, you're taking your regular meds. You could take vitamin, it will do greater things to them. So if it's saying that, it says it advances lack of vitamin D and sunlight, increases your chance of cancer. Man, people, nothing is stopping you from going outside. If you have to crawl on your all fours to go and sit down in front of your door, go.
Get some
because
sunshine.
Let me tell you, cancer is an epidemic.
And it's more prevalent.
And it's not stopping.
Yeah,
it is not. Every time you turn, we used to think that all people suffer and die from cancer. Not anymore. There are young children. If you go to what do you call that hospital? Hospital for sick children. They call it Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. They have St. Jude's in the US. If you go to those hospitals, that hospital Jester, and you see the young children that suffer from cancer, you're standing up there and you're crying tears, I'm telling you. Tears you're crying. And let me tell you another thing that is amazing about those children. Their resilience is as powerful as anything. You and me may have it and cry every day because how did that happen to me? And why did that happen to me? And all this kind of thing. They can tell you the name of the cancer that they have. I cannot even pronounce the names myself. They can. And I'm going to use Arthur Hostin because he did an interview with us a while ago. He says that when you get cancer, sometimes it's not a disease that kills you. The mindset.
The grief.
And the mindset. Yeah. Because if you tell yourself that you're going to die from it tomorrow, it will kill you tomorrow. There are people that the doctors have diagnosed with cancer and said, okay, you have 6 months to live. And sometimes they change their life, their lifestyle, what they eat and what they go into remission for years. It's all about us and what are the chances we are willing to take for our lives. So if it's saying here that vitamin D and sunlight is what's going to get us to not have our cells multiply that fast, then get up on your backside and go outside. I'm already outside. Jester is outside. A lot of us are outside. And maybe that's why we feel the way we do. But if you stay inside and you tell yourself you're doing a good to yourself, think about what I just said.
Okay, the time I usually do my physical routine is when the sun is really up. Well, you know that. I've been telling you that. Yeah,
you're telling me? I don't know. I never see
you. That.
You
so
who know if you exercise
10 o'clock
at all?
until I'm walking out in River Sally Park.
I never see you, so I can't say.
And that time the sun is really out already. Start to rage.
So what
I
happened?
love it. I love it. So you get a faster
You stop
sweat,
exercising lately? I'm seeing baby Buddha there.
Yeah.
Buddha has made himself known to Justice. He stopped exercise. I don't know. Yeah. No, but seriously, on a serious note, we have to start paying attention. And you see, Jester, a lot of the topics that we discuss here, in a sense, it is opening the eyes of a lot of us outside, and I say us because it's mine too. Because when I'm scrolling in my mind's eye to bring up a topic, I want to bring up one that is grassroots, right to us, that we can make a difference in our lives and the lives of the people around us that we love.
Yeah.
And when we have a call, because I'm getting emotional, you know what I'm saying? Good morning.
Good morning to you, CJ. Don't get emotional. I know what it's like.
Mrs. Matheson.
Good morning, Miss Matheson.
Good morning to you, Jester. And
good
how are
morning
you?
to you. I'm good.
And good morning to Grenada, Carrico, and Petit Martinique. Clay, it is a pleasure listening to you as always. And I'm telling you, I don't understand what you're saying. You know how important it is, the sunlight is for a healthy immune system. You need sunlight, right? To give you that all these vitamins, certain very, very important vitamins you need. Sunlight. And do you know what it's like when you come out in a country and half of the year sometimes is winter, is dark, and a lots of deaths occur because of that darkness. You cannot go outside. You're looking out in the window. And if you know how important the sunlight is again, when you're in an enclosed environment, like the hospital, everybody's looking out at the window. Nobody wants to be in a dark place. We're looking out at the window. You're seeing all the people moving about and the sun is shining. You just say to yourself, oh God, I wish I was there. I want to go outside. You want to go outside. You know, because no matter how hot the sun is, it is very, very, very important for you. As I said, we have sunscreen. When my children come down, all over the house is sunscreen, right? They have it. They put it on and they go to the beach. And they feel good because the people paid money just to come and enjoy the sunlight, not what you have, just the sunlight alone. That's what they paid for, because they have a long, long, long winter spell, and it's affecting them mentally, physically. Therefore, taking a trip and come down to the Caribbean, even your next door neighbor will get jealous and say, oh my God, I wish I was coming with you. When you're on television, you're looking at the advertisement about the sunlight in the Caribbean. Oh God, people jealous of.
I know. I used to watch Sandals and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to go home.
Yeah, you want to go home. Yes. And when people tell you, Baba, I'm going tomorrow, please God, you're green with envy.
For sure, I know.
Because you want to go. So therefore now I tell them, take a taxi. My husband tell them, I'm not taking you to the airport. You take a taxi and go to the airport. Because once they say they're going to the airport, you know they're going to jump on a plane and they're going to be in the Caribbean. And you want to be there with them. You want to be, if you could lie down in the suitcase, very easy. So like a little flea. Fly. You want to be in the suitcase just to enjoy the beautiful sunlight. And God loves us so much. He bless us. He don't only give us sunlight. He didn't give us cool water. He give us, we're surrounded by the sea. Beautiful sea, warm sea, and the sunlight. And if you forget your soap, you forget your sunscreen, go in the sun and rub it on your body.
Yeah, you do an exfoliation right there.
God, and you're feeling so good, Clay. So that's what I'm saying. We have to be thankful for what we have and thank God for the sun. You know, even for a few minutes, go out in the sun. So this morning I went to the beginning of my day, the best time of my day is by getting up early and taking a walk and getting the first rays of the sun.
Yes.
And when you see the sun coming up, I say, oh, beautiful. God is good.
Yes.
So,
thank you so much, Ms. Matheson.
You have a nice day. God bless
too.
you, and I continue to listen. Bye-bye. Bye,
okay.
Jess.
Bye, Ms. Matheson.
Darling, I'll be listening to you on Saturday. Bye. Bye.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. And you know, as somebody says, health is wealth, and that is true. Once you're healthy, you're wealthy. And people always think that wealth is all about the millions that you have.
Yeah.
You could be as poor as I am, but as wealthy as ever. Because I strive to be healthy, and you don't have to be 100% all the time, because you can't. You do have your aches and your pains and everything. But if you can step out anytime you feel like Jester and enjoy the sun, the rain, the wind, the whatever it is, and live to tell about it the next day, then you're good. You're wealthy.
Okay, you always hear me say I am one person that do not complain about the sun.
No, I don't.
Not
Neither
complain
me.
about sun
I
at
say it's
all.
hot, but I'm not going to complain. It's hot. I mean, yesterday was really hot, but it's not that I'm complaining about the sun or the sun shining and the sun should stop shining. No. And I think somebody made a point that, I think what Miss Ferguson says, when you go to St. George, and you are it's like you're in the concrete jungle. There's nothing green around St. George's, and it's pure heat. I've been there yesterday morning. So I guess when I came back, and it was hot. I came back like sweating like crazy. It was hot. But that doesn't mean that I'm not enjoying the sun. I love the outdoors. And if this is what's going to keep me healthy, then no one is going to stop me and nobody can stop me from being outside.
Yeah, being outside is just in itself, it's a healthy practice.
It is.
Yeah.
And I mean, just when we were growing up, all we knew was outside.
Yeah.
We couldn't stay inside because they said, go outside and play. So you're always outside. Either you're flying kite or you're tobogganing down the road on the hill with a piece of coconut branch, or you're making the roller truck thing in the road, or you're playing 1Z, or you're doing something where you're always outside. Now it has come that people have to beg their children to be outside. And hence the reason why we still look the way we do.
Children was much healthier back then.
I said, hence the reason why we still look the way we do, because we had it outside. Yeah. We grew up outside,
Consuming a lot of fruits and
yes.
things.
Fruits, I'm not a fruit person. I don't really like fruits, But for me to eat, I blend it. I make smoothie with it. That's the way I enjoy my
still consuming it.
Yeah. But yes, but you see now it is like the gadgets and the gadget jester. And there are a lot of people that sits inside their homes and playing the game and they play around the globe. Somebody might stay in the basement and play with you in Grenada, and I'll play with another person in North America and play with somebody in Europe. They're all playing on that device. And they sit in the basement, according to my friend Snag. Some of them even wear Pampers because they don't want to move. They don't want to go into the bathroom and pee. They just sit there and they eat the chips and the thing. And again, what this can do to you, staying inside, can cause you to become obese, Jester.
Yes, of course.
Because you're not living far from your kitchen.
Yeah.
And you eat, and again, with the thing where you can get your food delivered to your door. You understand what that means?
Yeah. You don't even go outside and get your groceries.
You're not even walking. And you see, I think they try to make life easier for us human beings by doing us an injustice. Because I, for one, I've never had groceries delivered to my door. And I would never have the groceries delivered to my door unless I cannot walk. And this is the only way for me to get it. Because I like to go to the grocery store and choose what I want to eat. If I say I want peppers, I want to feel the pepper, to look everywhere around the pepper to see there's no infirmities in the pepper. I like to choose my food. So when you get your stuff delivered, anything they bring, you got to take.
That's it. Because you didn't make that
you didn't make that choice
yourself. You might just
yourself.
Mention it, but you're choosing it.
Exactly.
That's where the difference
You didn't make that choice yourself.
comes in. Yeah.
And by doing that, you are causing yourself to stay deeper indoors and not telling yourself that you're harming yourself by not going outside. You're having a health deficiency by not getting your vitamin D.
I don't see why would one,
I said people don't go outside for different reasons.
Because trust me, I can't see how I could be being able to move about naturally and would want anybody to deliver any groceries. I mean, I can't see that.
It's a convenience. Let me tell you something.
It's just not making sense to me.
Pay attention. If you go to Real Value or Foodland or all the food places, the grocery places that sells your food when you go to buy in the food store, right? There might be a difference in a few cents in the price that you pay for it. You know how much you pay for convenience? Think about it. You pay double for convenience. When Calico is closed, or Smart Buy is closed, or Filbert Brothers is closed, and you go to a convenience store around your area, You wouldn't pay what you pay for it at Philbert and Smart Buy and Calico. You pay more. Because that is the convenience.
Smaller shops.
Yeah, you pay for your convenience. So convenience hits you harder in your pocketbook than if you were to get up your laurels and take a little bus or take a walk or get somebody to drop you and you go make your groceries. You walk around the store and chances are you might meet a friend that you haven't seen for forever. You understand? You take a walk. You might, as they say, when crab walk, they just fall in pot, yeah?
They fall in pot, or they just get fat?
No, they just fall in pot because they hole in you. Then this when they what do you call it? They go and torch. How do you call it when you go and get crab?
They go and torch.
You go and torch crab,
Yeah.
and they take it and he come in my pot and your pot. So when crab walk, so if you go, you take yourself and you go for a walk and you go to a grocery store, you might meet Jester and say, Jester, you still alive? I thought you dead already.
Oh my gosh. Long life. Usually it's long life will be given the person at that time. So that's one thing I learned.
Yeah,
when they cry death on people, they give them long
I don't
life.
cry death on you. Just ask them.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You might meet people and sometimes, you might see things. Look, there are a lot of people that do not know what Sutters look like right now. What the tongue look like. They wouldn't know if they revamped the gas station down the road. They wouldn't know if there was a mall down the road because they have not left their house in eons. And again, we might sit here and say, they need to go outside, but we don't know what psychological problems that they're having. If somebody did something bad to them while they were outside before, and they think that staying inside is their safe zone, so they're not going outside. There are a lot of things that cause us to do the things that we do that people don't know about because we didn't say it to anybody. So mentally, it's reaping havoc on us and on our health physically. Because when you're staying there, as you said, and the lady come out with her back bent and everything like that, she just gave up on her life and stayed in there until, she can't stay anymore. And maybe she might die. She said she died.
Yeah, she died.
Yeah.
She died.
We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I want to know, taking vitamin D. I drinking vitamin D tablets.
Mm-hmm.
So should I still, so when I go in the sun, is it harmful to me to drinking the tablet and going in the sun?
No,
still?
not at all. Because studies have shown that even though you're in the sun and your vitamin D, you could be taking it and your vitamin D could be low still. Continue taking your vitamin D and hit the sunshine. You got me? I think she hung up.
She probably left.
So yes, continue to take your vitamin D and continue to go outside, to go outdoors, even though to go do your gardening or even to go do your groceries or visit your neighbor. Continue to do that. It's not going to harm you in any way.
I don't think it's going to hamper because the reason why it's the sunshine, it's quite natural. That's the thing about it.
But remember it says earlier that if some people vitamins are really low, so even though they're doing the sunshine, they may ask their doctor to prescribe added vitamin D to them to help boost their vitamin D. So we are 10 minutes to the end of our program. So here are 5 things that would happen to you when you stop going outside. When you stop going outside, your memory might falter. Normally, our memory gone sometimes, we can remember what we just said. So think about if you're not going outside and you lack vitamin D, how it affects your memory. When you stop going outside, you may start to feel depressed. And normally we are outside and depression takes us. So if you're inside and you're feeling depressed and you're not getting the help.
Can you imagine?
I cannot imagine. I don't want to imagine.
Oh my gosh.
If you stop going outside, you might feel constantly fatigued, like you're always tired. You're always feeling like you want to sleep. You're always feeling on the low side of life.
Yeah, that will happen because why? You're not exerting yourself. You remain in just a small area. So.
Yes. When you stop going outside, you could be putting yourself at risk for obesity and other diseases because you might be eating and eating and eating and not checking yourself, and before you get it, you're way gone. When children stop going outside, it could affect their vision. Glasses, people, glasses. Expensive to boot. Get your children outside playing. And you know why it's affecting their vision, Jester? Every one of us on a device. Playing the game, morning, noon, night, that gadget is babysitting your children. I feel your eyes get strained. You start seeing doubles now of everything. So that way, it can affect your vision. And before you know it, you take your child to the doctor, glasses, here we come. I mean, it's obvious when we pass the age of 40, I'm talking about you, I wear glasses because I read a lot, not because I'm old or anything. Go ahead, say what you want to say, I don't care.
You taking it in front of it.
Yeah, when you pass the age of 40, they say the muscles that control your eyes start weakening. So you cannot see and you cannot focus as good as you want to. So here we start wearing glasses at that age. And sometimes it's reading glasses. Sometimes you wear it because you cannot see far. Sometimes you're seeing too close and you're not seeing close enough. So you wear glasses for all kinds of reasons. But when a young child, the vision is starting to affect them that early in their life, stop the gadget. Take it away sometimes. Put it in hiatus. Because gone are the days when we used to read in the paperbacks and we read in books, and so everybody is on the gadget now. And the light that coming from it, that doesn't mean it's very healthy, you know.
Yeah.
It affects our eyes. I know that for a fact. Because when I read at night with my regular light on it, the glare that comes back to me, it's not very thin. So I have to put it on dark so that I can read. The back of it get black and the words come on in white so that I can read comfortably. So parents of young children, adults, who when they wake up, my brain is telling them they need to be sleeping still, pay attention to this. And the most important take from what we had here today is when you do not go out into that sunshine to get some vitamin D, it increases your risk of cancer. And no one wants to get it these days because it seems that every time you turn somewhere, this is what you hear someone having.
Yeah.
And if a simple thing as being outdoors in the sunlight helps you to prevent yourself from getting this, don't sit there and say, oh, Claire and Jester just running him out and say that. It's not me. And it's not Jester. The research shows that. They did study with different groups of people, different forms of way they can figure out who is getting enough sleep and who is not getting enough sleep. And if it's saying to you that lack of vitamin D helps to multiply your cells quicker, then let's slow it down. Go into the drugstore today. If you don't, and it's not very expensive. They have different IUs in international units of them. They have 500, they have 1,000, they have up to 5,000. Buy what you can afford and start taking a vitamin D every day and add the sunlight to it. Good health to you.
What I like to say is that I always know of or hearing from in growing up the importance of vitamin D. Mm-hmm. But from this program, right, in which you came up with, it dawned on me more now, right? Absolutely much more, that how critically important it is for one getting regular sunshine for that vitamin D, based on what that studies have shown. And I'm happy to know that I've been in the sun, for example, taking all these sports.
All your life.
Just being in this, covering the sports. And the way I do my physical routines again, at the time I do it when the real hot sun, not realizing
the importance
of it so much coming out from these studies. Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm doing. Trust me. So I would like to encourage others, of getting in regular sunshine, so that they can absorb the vitamin D, which is so critical for us.
And the bleachers in the pavilion.
Yeah.
The pavilion bleachers. Cut out doing this bleaching thing. It is bad for your health and your well-being. And all I can say, Jester, good health to each and every one of us on a daily basis, because our health is definitely our wealth. I end this program by saying, be kind to people and be kind to yourself, because kind people are the best kind of people. You go.
Well, actually, what I said before was actually in the closing stage. So all I would like to say, thank you so very much for taking the time off to listen and view our program until we meet next week, Tuesday, for another mental health program.
Thank you, each and every one of you.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour, on the hour.